Look how
It's got
caked
to
up
happen at some
Cove
point.
is. I'm just
Is that caked?
I
he's
mean,
got a nice
it could be
cake.
more caked.
I would just
It could-
consider that not cake necessarily. I mean, it's nice, but I didn't know that's how you would use the word caked.
It's
I
a Jaffa
mean-
cake at best.
It's yeah. There's just a little frosting. That's all.
It's more than a biscuit, but less than a cake.
Yeah.
You know, biscuit.
It was enough for me to
If you will.
notice. I guess enough for me to notice. Very defined.
He clearly has an ass.
Yes, exactly. That's I guess for a white man not to assume his gender, I guess, or not gender.
I don't know. His dad has some olive skin or whatever. I was gonna say his family is the one that just reunited in a sense. I think road trip is what we were talking about doing last time, and we could always do more than one. I guess actually, you might not have context for this part, Joseph, so take that. But after, yeah, when I click the summer ended thing is when you'll get context from the game itself. Even though you were awake, the sun had barely peeked its head above the horizon, and the sky above was still dark, though lightning by the minute. Usually you wouldn't be up so early, especially during summer vacation, but today was different. Today you were going on a trip to Japan, a road trip to Japan across the oceans. And instead of the lazy days you were used to, everything around you was a flurry of activity, as both your family and Co's prepared for what lay ahead. Because parked in the street just outside your house was a massive RV camper, so big you couldn't even see Co's house behind it. His parents had rented the RV for a few days to take him on a short road trip to see the Redwood National Park. His mother gets to write it off as a tax return because she's a travel agent, author, or something, and it's a work credit. You glanced at Co, who was standing nearby, taking in the scene in front of him, and thinking about how those taxes would be helpful. The prospect of the trip had to be a mixed bag for him. It was only 3 days, so it seemed he was dealing with it as best as he could. Especially now that you and your family were joining him. You weren't sure exactly how it had happened. You knew your parents and Co spoke to each other often, and somewhere along the way, plans were made after Cliff ordered to share the space. Or no, offered, rather. The parents all thought it was a fantastic idea. Probably. It is. What was his mom's name? Well, I mean, our sister is just named Elizabeth. So maybe. What was the mom's name? We just met her. I know she comes off as like a Tracy or a Becky or something, but she's not. Oh, she was like something Pierce, I think, or Cara Priest. Cara Priest, I think that's what it was. Kyra, yes, there we go. Yeah. I mean, Cliff and Cove, I guess. Yeah. Son, why is my sister called Cove or whatever? Well, 'cause your mother loves Coves. Oh, I see. Yeah, and I love insert meme, etc. Well, the dad is actually that kind of vibes.
Stop! You keep making it out so much worse than he is.
You had already gotten a good look inside while helping to load everything in, and you had to admit that while it was a really big car, Fitting that many people inside was gonna be snug.
Perfect.
Move it or lose it, kiddo.
Also, our moms are just called Mom, so no beach names there either. Mom bustled past with a cooler in one hand and a large bottle of water under the other. She was upbeat for this early in the morning. Ma, however, seemed to be on the other side of the wavelength.
Love it. Me.
She followed behind her wife, dragging her feet on every step. Cute couple dynamic.
I'm gonna need a whole jug of coffee once we hit the road.
No, she just like me.
I'm assuming you're this one. Oh, also, this is Diva's childhood, by the way.
He's adamant on this being based off of my life. So, yes, I hated early. Still do.
You yawned and rubbed at your eyes, still sleepy from the early morning wake-up call. The air outside was still damp from dew, and that helped make you a bit more alert. And then, at the end of the chain, came your sister. She had a bone to pick before the trip officially started. Her rattling off critiques added some level of normalcy to everything going on. I guess this is you, Joseph, because I think every time we've played, someone has been able to. Oh no, you did it originally, huh, Diva? Salt did Cove, so that's who you have to be, Joseph.
Sure.
You will take Salt.
Sure, I can do that.
Sure, I guess I'll be Elizabeth. I don't get why I can't sleep in the bed tonight. DJ is the youngest, and I'll never fall asleep in that loft.
Doesn't the youngest usually get the special treatment?
We're trying to make things fair on everyone. If you want to play the older card, you should be offering to take the loft both nights. It's important for big siblings to make sacrifices for their younger ones.
Yeah, that's how it's always been for me.
Yep.
Elizabeth huffed, not happy with that answer in the slightest, and folded her arms, leaning back against the side of the RV. The trip plans had been nailed down prior, the sleeping arrangements included. Elizabeth still held on to her objections with them. Typical Soon behavior from One-san. There was a main area of the RV with a couch, loft, and some floor space. At the end of the car was a room with a large bed. Your moms were sharing the bed, Kairos on the couch, and father and son intended to sleep on the floor like men. The adults determined you and Elizabeth would switch between the small loft above the driver's seat and sharing the bed with moms. Cute.
I mean...
Sleepover.
Well, excited to sleep in a loft, I guess.
It would be a new experience for you. It sounded kind of cool.
All right, you lot. Does everyone
Got
have...
lofty ambitions.
Alright, I'm gonna kick Joseph from the call.
I did that. You've not missed my inputs, I see. Wait, maybe this is why I don't get pinged.
I guess that's you're right. I should probably just throw it in there anyway. Even though you're here. Let's see. I don't know whoever else might have the thing. We dating boy soon. There you go. Did you finish this one?
Probably not. Does everyone have... Yeah, does everyone have everything they need? We're heading out in 5 minutes. Now's the time to double check. You don't want to forget something important. I just need my video games.
That's the word. Elizabeth yelped and dashed back into the house, her bed head and hair bouncing with her, behind her as she went. Ma came over and gave her a smile, setting her hand on her hips.
How about you, DJ? Do you have all your clothes packed? Toiletries? Deodorant? Floss? Anything else you can think of? I mean... I probably had to run back inside with something.
Sprinting up the stairs to the bathroom, you grabbed your toothbrush from behind the sink before heading down. You were glad you reminded to grab it after having left it out to use this morning. It would have been embarrassing if you couldn't brush your teeth for the next few days. Your mom was still there with a knowing expression as you walked out again.
Got everything now, DJ? Nope.
With a few minutes left to spare before leaving, you mentioned to go over what you had packed for the trip, like your phone that was currently ringing.
Who the heck is Dainata? Or where is Dainata?
Maybe it's your Japan people.
I doubt it. Dainata. This is like the second time I've gotten a call from that place. World's largest first-party data platform for insights, activation, and measurement. What the heck does that mean?
It means they want your data for a survey or whatever. Probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
Might be on a call list or something.
Maybe.
Anyway, pillow blanket, usual data gear for blah, 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 blah. You also had more personal things, such as portable
Video game.
console.
Yeah.
The drive to Redwood National Park would take an entire day one way, so you wanted to make sure you had a way to entertain yourself while traveling there and back. After
I had
all,
to-
if you wanted to get to Japan on Thursday, you had to leave on a Tuesday.
I need to play some Pokemon Diamond. And
A ball.
just a ball.
You were gonna throw it
and-
at Elizabeth the entire trip.
MP3 player with headphones. I had an iPod, like most teens.
With so much time going to be spent driving in a car, you wanted to make sure you'd be able to have some music to put on. The cool kind that your parents didn't understand.
Okay, and I guess things to read. I had emo tunes.
You packed one of your old favorites and a new one you'd never tried before. You knew you'd have plenty of time for both of them on such a long drive. And then you wind up
Yeah.
just sleeping the whole time anyway.
Yeah, literally. That's it. Okay, good on us. We remembered her name. Do I also?
Do you
Voice
want
her?
to voice her, Joseph? He'll be voicing
No.
your son.
Particularly.
Okay, I'll have to put on my bad bitch energy then. Hey, let me take that for you, DJ. I'll stow it in the RV. There's a few spots left it'll fit.
I was definitely expecting you to take the pearl route when you were starting to clear your throat. And then you'd just be like, hey, let me take that for you.
that would have been good, but no, I could never do that to her. She's too bad.
You let Kyra take your bag and gave her a grateful smile. With nothing left to do, you watched the others getting ready for the trip. Kyra and Cliff seemed to have the most energy of anyone. They were finishing packing the suitcases away while your moms had gone to lock up the house. They high-fived one another. What? They high-fived whenever another one got crammed into the storage compartments of the vehicle. I guess they're like doing Tetris. Even though your own parents were more low-key than wolves, you could tell they were both excited for the trip. It had been a while since your family had been anywhere together. Elizabeth skipped toward the RV, a bag slung over her shoulder, and you were surprised to see she seemed more optimistic about the whole ordeal now. Usually, she wasn't one to exit the confines of her room unless it was for TV or food or to leave her family behind and to be with friends. You would
Hey, she liked me for real.
Real for real.
You would have thought 3 whole days packed in an RV with 6 others would be too much for her. God, that sounds like too much. But
Yeah.
to my surprise, you supposed any vacation was better than no vacation in her mind. Cove,
Dude, and having the house to yourself? You mad?
Cove had been pretty quiet so far, and more than anything, seemed to be overwhelmed by the situation. Cove just like me, for real.
Curious about the RV, I guess.
You never stayed overnight in one before, and wanted to know what it'd be like. Soon, the miscellaneous remaining tasks had all been wrapped up.
Hi, Salt.
Hello,
he just
hello.
took
it.
Happy Happy Lunar New Year.
Oh, it's Lunar New Year already?
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Oh, happy Lunar New Year.
I see we are playing the game.
Yeah, so now Joseph is gonna have to take a different role. because you're back to Reprise Cove.
I probably won't be able to stay for too long, considering it's 2 a.m. And my family are around, so I probably will refrain from that for now. But
I failed to see your point. Everyone piled into the RV. It's officially time for the trip to start and Salt's family to wake up. And it did. Cliff took the first shift driving. He cautiously navigated the massive car out of the neighborhood streets. It reminds me of the old Robin Williams RV movie. He's trying to drive the RV for the first time.
that's the thing that he was.
Wait, which one? What?
RV with Robin Williams. It's like an old 2005 movie or something, I think. Let's see. You tried. That was 2006. Here we go. Very fun movie.
Josh Hutcherson and
Yeah. I was just gonna send stuff, but yeah. He's good. It's very fun. Anyway, he tries to back out and destroys 3 neighbors' yards because the thing's massive. And that's the kind of energy Cliff has, so. It was touch and go for the first part of the journey. Your moms and Cairo huddled all at the front, trying to get a view of how much space they had on each side. Because they all knew Cliff couldn't handle this. He needed the women to be his navigators and such. There was a sense of relief when the first long leg of the trip was a hit. Or no, was hit. And the RV would only need to go down one stretch of highway for miles. The mom group cleared out of the driver's area, leaving Cove's dad to it, taking more comfortable seats around the main cabin. You felt like you could finally relax now too. Time slipped by as morning faded away. Before you realized it, the engine of the RV came to a stop, but only halted for a few moments as Cliff climbed out from the driver's seat and Mom took over. Ma was sitting shotgun, giving Mom a quick tutorial on the controls as it was her first time driving anything this large. Controls, I think it would be just driving a regular car, but maybe it
it's
has.
just a beak.
This is the ejector seat. This is the oil slick machine. This is for bringing out the wings on the side of the car.
This deploys the spikes,
Exactly. Cliff groaned as he headed towards the rest of the
and this raises and lowers the machine gun turret.
Yeah, Cliff got a sick ride. And now he was stretching his arms above his head and loosening up his big muscles, as you found attractive.
yeah, probably.
Go for it, Joseph. Be Salt's dad.
Oh god.
You do an imitation of an American. Go.
Oh no! Wait, you made a mistake.
I'm just gonna hit you with the no on that one.
No, wait. Actually, I need it.
Do it.
Now I need it on sheer
Absolute
principle.
Look, you have 3 against 1. Okay, all right. I love democracy.
Fuck.
No, this isn't a democracy. This is a dictatorship. You need to do that.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. God, I am the only one in my family who is bad with accents. I just can't fucking do it.
Irish accent.
Exactly.
Because dude, dad would not.
Yes, exactly. It's meant to be Scottish.
I forgot about that. No, but it's a good Scott.
Dude,
It's
Americans
fine.
are the same, okay?
You need.
It sounds so like how does Scottish sound so Irish?
Okay, who's that is Scottish now? Is that what we're doing?
That's good.
We're making good progress. Is that what we're doing?
I like where you're taking this character, Joseph. Really making this
Honey, I think your accent changed again.
Oh my fucking god.
trying to find himself. Okay?
Fucking funny.
He is trying to find himself. I believe
Oh
that.
my god, man, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's not okay.
yeah. Maybe you should take a nap in the back for a while. You're starting to sound a little different. That was a long, or a wild accent you just did, and I know you're on less sleep than usual. So go ahead and Sleep that off.
Cliff waved a hand, that trademark accent of his settling into place.
Go for it, Joseph.
I'm not fucking
Come on. Okay, American accent part 2. Let's go.
What does an American accent even sound like? Give me a sec.
You gotta sound Yankee.
Yeah.
You gotta sound like
You
Gabe.
go for the southern, like
Yeah.
Y'all.
Apparently, it's easier. Apparently, it's easy for British people to do southern accents because like their mouth shapes for the vowels are similar. That's
it.
I heard.
Yeah. Maybe not an interpretation of American, but an imitation of a Texan. With the Wild West cowboy type.
I don't know what the audio equivalent of a mental image is, but I don't have one.
Hold on. Okay, let me put some gifs of southern people. All right, I do declare.
I'm trying to think.
I don't need sleep.
Have you seen?
I've still got a few mouths in the old tank.
There you go. You're
How's
getting
that?
it. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
you're getting it. Have you seen Knives Out and/or Glass Onion?
Nope.
Darn, Benoit. I was gonna say Benoit Blanc. Well, but he's Daniel Craig. He's
Daniel
He's one of you.
Yeah, he is. He was James Bond for a couple of films.
I know. That's why he's one of you guys. You should see everything he's in, right? That's how it works.
Fuck no. Do you see everything that every American actor is in?
Yeah, sure.
I know there's more of them than there are UK actors, but still.
Here, just look at him and do that. Voice chat. Just there's a donut hole in a donut.
I'm just
A
trying to
donut
think
hole.
of, like universal, like cowboy southern, like
Oh!
characters that.
Did you watch any of The Walking Dead?
Nope.
What about SpongeBob?
Okay.
You could just be Sandy Cheeks.
Sandy Cheeks.
Yeah, from SpongeBob.
Yeah, the squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yeah. Or
There it is.
the Doug Dimmadome.
It's probably-
the Dimsdale Dimmadome from Fairly Odd Parents. You've got
It's
that
not.
stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, I never watched that one.
Jeez,
So-
you're killing me, Joseph. You're killing me.
Anyway, he
The,
flexed an arm, showing off his muscles in inconsistent accent to drive the point home about how he had no idea what accent to choose. And Kyra rolled her eyes in amusement.
I can't believe they actually commented on the muscle part.
Alright, Saul, so your time to shine. Show Joseph how it's done. Do it.
Dad, relentlessly.
And his balls really dropped when he hit the teenagers. Cove shook his head at the tough guy act, though Cliff simply chuckled and ruffled his son's hair.
Balls.
Are you gonna be driving again anytime soon, Mr. Holden? I want to know so I can prepare. Did anyone pack some rope? I might need it. There's no seatbelts up here.
Thus.
Lounging in the loft above the driving compartment. She was laying on her back, her hair falling over the side and swinging around the scarf. Started up again and took off down the road. A bag of potato chips was balanced on Elizabeth's stomach, and she tossed the couple in her mouth right as Cliff held a hand to his chest, pretending to be offended by their remark. Kyra laughed lightheartedly.
Kyra's hair is so much longer than I remembered it being. Lucky for all of us, we have enough adults to cover the shifts today. He won't be driving again until tomorrow.
This is why Cove's dad cries himself to sleep every night.
Lol.
Whose driving would we be worried about if we said it's not his driving I'm worried about?
I don't know, maybe one of our moms is.
That's definitely the option I'd choose. I don't know who I would look pointedly at, but it would be whoever was sitting next to me. Am I just a dick?
No, you're just British.
Oh my god, Joseph. Remember the guy I was just 17? The guy I was just telling you about? He just texted me. My coworker just texted me with a picture of his first shiny.
Wait, what Pokemon is it?
Let's see. It's Delibird.
Oh, that one's fucking neon pink,
Wait.
right?
Wait. Not
neon pink
Delibird.
purple.
It's Iron Bundle, not Delibird.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was.
Not a fan of the future Pokemon shinies. They did the same thing for all of them, which is forget to paint them.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of like technically a spoiler too, because I'm guessing you can only get this in Area 0.
Yeah, but you've seen one of them, so anyway. Who are we trying to offend?
I mean, I could be a little shit, so.
Just enough to write something in the last will and testament.
We shouldn't. I almost said that, but it's like we shouldn't gang up on the poor guy. He's going through a lot.
Thanks. At least someone here's on my side.
Mom then shouted back in her seat to join in the conversation, a playful smile tilting her lips.
That doesn't look playful.
It does look kind of evil.
Something tells me fewer people are coming back from this road trip than are going on it.
Hard turn.
Is that why they're going to the woods?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
Perfect place to hide a body. No one will find it.
What I'm more worried about is this old monster getting us there and back again before falling apart. It looks as though it was built in the early 90s. It must be older than some of the occupants.
Oh my god, you shouldn't talk about Ma that way, Mom.
I was gonna say you shouldn't talk about Kyra that way. That's just the aesthetic of the decor. It's not that old. I think.
Salt, this is your cue.
Did you ask what Tier 1 was before you rented it?
Jesus. He's called Cove, not Cthulhu.
Sarah wrinkled her nose in her dot. She was displeased by her son's obvious displeasement with the trip, considering he was trying to channel the Ancient Ones.
Yes, I did. I just can't remember what the answer was.
Cliff chuckled at her while the rest of you let out a collective sigh. The RV lurched a little as it picked up speed, and you held onto the ladder to the loft to keep your balance. You felt something graze the top of your head before a weight settled on your black hair. You tilted your chin up carefully to look, and you heard the rustling of the bag of chips, and realized Elizabeth had rested the end of it on your head. She gestured
How dare.
to the opening, slightly offered to share her snack.
Oh,
In
never
which
mind.
case you immediately, I was gonna say, you immediately gratitude. I can't believe you went over me.
Yeah.
You take the bag in that scenario, surely.
I don't even
Take
need
a
to
hint.
ask you for the I should have just clicked on
Yeah, yeah.
Reaching up, you scooped up. Reaching up, you scooped up some chips. After that, the weight of the packet left your scalp. You happily munched away as the conversation continued on, and you got closer and closer to your destination. The day flew by with a group of you chatting, playing games, and passing the time together, before, finally, arriving at the park and setting up for the night. Ma was closing the windows while everyone got ready for bed, saying goodnight to the others as she made her way back to the room. You all had dinner together while still driving, and some hours after had arrived at your destination, and found a spot to park in for the rest of your day. Giving a look across the front of the RV, you noticed almost everyone there was already dozing off where they were, with Cove having completely fallen asleep curled up in the passenger seat. You must have done so while Kyra was driving the last leg, and they had decided not to disturb him. Kyra herself was the only one up there who was still awake, flipping through a magazine next to a portable light from her spot on the couch. It seemed Mr. Holden needed to sleep despite his claims. You followed your moms into the back room and closed the door behind you before crawling onto the bed between them. It was a queen-sized bed filled with queens, So, there was enough space for
Yes.
the three of you queens together without too much squishing.
Get a good rest, DJ. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the bushwalk in the morning. It's been a long time since I was out in nature like this. What's a bushwalk?
It's where you walk in the bush.
Alright.
They said they're going to the Redwoods? Is that what they're
Yeah,
Redwoods.
that's what they said.
Bushwalk. I don't think of the Redwoods as...
Probably just nature walk.
I always
Bushwalk.
think of the bush as like Australia.
A hike, an off-road walk in the countryside, possibly wearing a backpack, undertaken as the stops.
Gotcha.
But it's also Australia, New Zealand kind of
Yeah, that's what I thought it was mainly referred to, but...
Makes sense.
leisure activity. Yeah, that was the rest. There will be plenty for us to see.
You stayed awake for a little longer while your moms whispered about the park and forests in general. With the sound of their voices in the background, eventually you nodded off to sleep. When you woke up, you knew something was wrong. The next morning, you were up bright and early, preparing for the day ahead.
The
Ew.
ritual had to be performed at noon.
Okay, sleep.
It was nothing compared to your bed at home, but at least you didn't have to sleep on the floor, so you couldn't complain too much. Ma whined a bit about the firmness of the mattress, but Mom had only encouraged her to enjoy the trip while she could. While looking for a spot to get ready, you had some trouble finding a space of your own, as the others were doing the same thing. Cove was perched on the top of the counter, brushing his hair, tucking his legs up every time someone wanted to move past, and double-checking the instructions for the ritual he was going to conduct at noon. The parents were checking, double-checking, and triple-checking that you had everything, to the point where you had stopped listening to them altogether. You knew you wouldn't be returning to the RV at all that day, but by the look of the backpacks that were packed up and ready to go, you doubted anything was missing from them. There was definitely all the body parts needed stuffed inside there. It didn't take much longer until you all exited the RV in a bustle and headed into the Redwood National Park, never to return.
Where is the Redwood National Park?
California, I believe.
Oh. Yeah.
It's all just you again.
Oh, is it?
Perfect.
I jumped.
I could feel how far down your throat your mic was for that.
I was deep throating.
Go ahead.
That was the implication, yes.
His eyes wide as he took in the massive trunks on either side of you. You knew that the redwood trees here were considered the tallest trees on Earth, but you weren't prepared for exactly how huge they would be in person, just like you weren't prepared for how deep Cove's voice could go.
Smiley too.
You spun just in time for Kyra to snap a picture of you and Cove together, before she pointed the camera in the lift, trying to get a shot despite his weak protest that she suggested to enjoy the moment. Your parents were walking behind the group a little, with Mom telling Ma some information she had read about the park in the brochure. Ma listened happily while looking around and taking in the sights, every now and then asking a question or making a joke about something Ma had said. You smiled at them, thinking your mom must have read a lot of pamphlets to know so much about the park. Like a nerd.
Maybe you should come and work here as a tour guide if you know so much about the place.
Nerd. Elizabeth teased, earning a squeeze on the nose from your mom. She seemed to be enjoying herself, but you thought that might just be because she was amused by everyone else's reactions. Oh, so she went back for drugs. That makes sense. She's high. That's why she's enjoying herself so much.
Oh my god, you think so?
Yeah. She's like, oh, I don't have to go to this trip at all. I could just be high as a kite and then, you know, not have to do anything.
While everyone else goes on a trip, I'm going on a trip.
Yeah, there you go.
Fascinated by sensations surrounding you. Alright, big trees. And all the redwood trees.
Surrounding decided some casual nature walks rather than any serious hiking. You strolled along the trim pace, taking in the scenery. By which you mean, the scenery. Elizabeth sped up a little, smirking her cove as she fell into place between the two of you. And immediately, you could tell by her expression she was going to say something daunting.
Don't. I can't believe our families are actually on vacation together.
It's like we're related by law. She threw her arms out, speaking with a genuine sense of bewilderment.
I would have joked about something like this happening, but now I'm not sure I want to give them any more ideas. What?
Her face is... We got some interesting expressions from our family members. Mom being
Yeah,
evil and Elizabeth being a little turned on, I think.
Cove is internally just like, bruh.
Yeah. Cove spared her a look but said nothing, and instead continued walking along.
Just watch. Next year they'll be talking about their next new amazing idea.
She put on a fake voice deeper than her own. Salt, go for it.
What?
She's putting on a
Wait,
fake
no,
voice.
never mind. That was meant to be the fake voice, I think.
Oh.
This one's meant
Oh,
to be
no,
the...
this is the fake one. This is doing an impression of the mums.
Yeah,
Because it needs to be a deeper voice.
We should just move in.
Okay.
We should just sell our houses and move in together. Think of how much we save in on the mortgage.
Wow, you sounded just like one of the adults. It was clear that Elizabeth was being sarcastic. Cove simply shook his head, not really bothered by her. You supposed he was used to it by this point.
But seriously, they really do act like we're a single family just because we live across the street from each other.
Elizabeth gave you a look, gave you and Cove a look, her eyes glinting with mischief as she leered at you.
I know where this is going. Maybe one day we will be related, legally anyway.
She said it as though she was a gossipy old lady. But she almost immediately dropped the tone and nonchalantly said her real thoughts.
At least that's what Ma thinks.
Damn. Cove still blushed, which made Elizabeth smile triumphantly, as though that was her whole purpose for teasing you. Then he mumbled quietly, refusing to make eye contact with either of you. Alright, Saul, it's time to...
I don't know why you think you're so fucking funny when no one else does.
Here you go.
Hearing you
Sometimes
talk to my
the
sister like
options-
that, God, I'll marry you right now.
Honestly, yeah. Cut it out. You don't need to ruin the day with that. Oh, I thought you would be happy someone put the idea in Cove's head. I don't think he's making plans about marrying anyone right now.
Elizabeth made a smug face, saying in a sing-song voice.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Cove frowned and reddened harder, but pretended to ignore what she was saying. The day continued on with plenty to see and experience. You passed a few different activities that you would have liked to try out if you had the time, such as kayaking and rock climbing. Ma said that I'd have to wait for another trip. There was a little stream during the walk that you stopped beside and set out a picnic for lunch, nibbling on a selection of fruits, sandwiches, and chips. Various birds flew by overhead, and you made a game out of guessing the species that were hanging out in the trees nearby. You even managed to get a couple of them right, including the kingfisher that grabbed half of Cliff's sandwich. My guy just cannot get
Cannot
enough.
catch a break. Having a good time. Disappointed to only have one day.
There was so much here, and you felt like you need a whole week, maybe even more, to experience it all. You sighed quietly to yourself, wondering if you'd get the chance to come back. The group made it back to camp just as the sun was setting in the sky, and the stars were appearing one by one. Everyone had enjoyed different parts of it most. You traded stories of what you thought while you were eating dinner. Then afterwards, you pitched in to help clean up. You, along with Elizabeth and Cove, got to head back to the RV early and spend time together while the parents stayed outside longer, drinking. All of them. No one gets to be the designated driver on the way back. It was nice to have the space to yourselves after the cramped journey there. And while Elizabeth had locked herself in the back room with her headphones, you and Cove are left in the main lounge area.
Of course we're gonna hang out with Cove. We might as well get comfortable. Who knows how long they'll be out for.
Time to get comfortable, Salt. Oh, outfit change. You took a seat on the sofa while Cove sat down on the other end, tapping his fingers against his knees. Your cheeks warmed a little at that. Being close to him never failed to feel exciting. You'd seen Cove nearly every day for the past 5 years, but seeing him in a jacket was still somewhat unusual. In Southern California, he could get away with that. It was a simple difference from his normal style, yet you couldn't help noticing the way he looked right now. It looked great on him. That guy could pull off pink. In fact,
Was this the one I remember we had to choose outfits for him.
yeah, it must have been. When Cove cleared his throat, your eyes snapped to his. He had an eyebrow raise and clearly caught you staring at him.
Is everything okay?
Dude, you sound like you need a lozenge. Looks nice on you. We could pay him an honest compliment.
Cove immediately blushed at the unexpected compliment.
Nani.
He didn't say anything more than that one-word question. You decided to elaborate further.
You know, I hardly ever see you wearing a jacket, especially in summer.
Salt.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I like wearing as few days as possible, including sometimes going out without my own skin. It's actually easier that way.
Okay.
Man, he just like me for real.
Okay. You know what? I'm actually. I'm not sure I'm with Kyle on this one, but anyway.
I'd rather be cold than extra hot. Actually, I know I'm really hot already. And it's kind of a pain to get extra.
It really is extra hot, like the peppers.
My parents made me bring this jacket, and I will rue them for the rest of my life for doing so.
Cove was in his rebellious phase. You thought it was cute.
I'm actually with Cove on this one. I'd rather be cold than hot because it's just easier to add layers.
Yeah.
Correct answer.
They're bulky and heavy, and they usually make me feel too warm.
Cove smiled lightly at you and nodded.
I've noticed.
You perfectly. He noticed you too.
It sounds when you say it like that, it does sound serial killery.
Stalkery. Okay, we're going straight to serial killer, not even stalker. God damn.
I noticed.
So you changed the subject.
Do you guys think it'll be too too much if we ask him what he likes to see others wear? Like, do you think he'll? Okay. Do you think he likes us? Oh wait, I didn't see which one you chose.
Oops.
What kind of things do you think are nice to see on another person?
You know, just
Not-
for a friend.
Yeah, it's not like I care or anything.
Cove's eyes widened at the question, and his defensive reply seemed to slip out before he had a chance to have a proper think about it.
Nothing.
You think
He did mention he was a new.
that was funny?
You laughed out loud, and Cove gave you a dry look.
Oh, come on. You know that's not what I meant.
You composed yourself and sat up straighter, all traces of laughter disappearing from your face.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought.
And you began to undress.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Be our children? Answer with what you do mean then. Isn't there anything at all you think looks good when you see it on someone?
Cove mumbled under his breath, and he couldn't quite catch the words. He was having a difficult time with the subject.
Okay. I swear I won't make fun of you. Oh. Joseph, I guess you gotta be Cove now. Wait.
Did my mic pick that up?
No.
I don't think it did.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, so if my voice goes too low, my mic stops getting it. That's quite funny, actually.
I heard it trying to pick up something, but
You gotta
Did
put it
that
into
that
your
work
mouth.
better?
Oh, so go
Okay,
ahead.
I need to force it more. That's not really it.
There you go, that
Okay.
one worked. Cove seemed pretty grumpy about your statement. It took him 3 times just to say that out loud, but you weren't ready to give up so easily.
please.
Cove sighed and looked down at his lap where he was fidgeting with his hands, still reluctant to give an answer.
I don't know.
You made an unimpressed sound over how this was going.
Are you sure?
Maybe. I don't know why you want to talk about it with someone else.
Oh god. I'm gonna need a lozenge after doing this.
Cove was never one to gab on about himself, and you were almost convinced he'd stubbornly hold out. But then his shoulders slumped and he caved into your questioning.
Fine, I guess. I kind of like ankle bracelets.
Oh god, I hope he's not a feet guy.
I can respect it.
Based.
Not necessarily the
Ankle.
feet thing, but ankle bracelet.
No, both based.
I mean, I guess it kind of has to go hand in hand. It's hard to appreciate an ankle bracelet without appreciating like
The foot.
Yeah.
But specifically the ankle though, not the rest of the foot.
Just the one bone.
Yeah, everyone can wear a pretty bracelet. Wrist ones are cool too, but they're pretty normal. There's something fun or flirty about ankle bracelets.
Okay, Cove, I see you, you little freak.
It's more special or something. I don't know how to explain it.
It's kind of a plot point in this one manga called Blue Box. Cove brushed his knuckles against his cheek.
It is?
Yeah, Chinatsu gives.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it's like a luck charm. But then he
Yeah.
was like, what?
Yeah, and then it snapped.
Yeah. Cove brushed his ankles against fuck. His knuckles against his cheek awkwardly, seemingly unsure where to go from here.
Well. What do you think they're saying? No,
Make him even more uncomfortable.
I know. Like, I like them too. They seem pretty cool when you put them like that.
Thanks for answering. I'm ordering one on Amazon right now. Cove smiled at you, happy to hear he wasn't the only one who felt that way. When he said nothing else, you took a moment to gather your own thoughts.
I can't think without ASMB. Maybe you'd wear your anklets more often. Would I have anklets?
Are you the type of person to change your fashion sense for the person you're crushing on?
I mean,
Or I guess
sure.
you at
Yeah, I thought about buying an anklet.
You'd seen some good ones in the shops in town. You tried to remember to check it out more closely the next time you were there. Cove looked away again, feeling awkward about this. You gave him an understanding look, and usually he would start to smile like normal again. But not this time. His expression only stiffened more. You were surprised to see him like this, as he always bounced back pretty quickly after being flustered.
Oh god, we went too far. Cove.
Still, build himself up enough to say something hard for him. You waited for it silently, until finally, he peeked your way through the corner of his eyes. You were fully attentive by this point for whatever he was going to mention next.
That's also something I like.
Black eyes.
Do we have black eyes?
Black eyes like punched, or
I think he means the color.
I don't remember
Like-
if we chose that. Well, we based this off of you. I don't think we based it off you having black eyes.
Well, I think I do.
Is the
It does
ritual
ring a
going
bell
to dye
because
the light that says your eye is black? Is that what's going to happen?
no, I do remember us talking about this just because when I was younger, I used to I wouldn't be able to see the brown, and still sometimes I can't see the brown.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, you might be right. For a moment, you were stunned and at a complete loss for words. That was definitely not where you imagined this was going. Cove faced you head on, his expression full of desperate meaning. You got the distinct impression he hadn't chose that color, or chose that just because he liked the color black. He chose it entirely because it was your eye color. Just in case you forgot you chose that.
I did forget.
Was he trying to flirt with you? With this voice? In this economy? On this day? With this family?
This
outside.
economy, right in front of our salad.
Our sister was just in the other room.
In this part of the country, in Springfield, entirely localized within your RV?
That was all you could think. All of those things at once. Your legs felt like jelly. And you were wondering if you might fall right off the couch.
What do you like, Vern, as a person, DJ?
Muscles. Everything about you.
Everything about you. Honestly, you know what?
And you had some confidence when you were a teenager. If this is...
I did. I mean, I was also. I put my foot in my mouth so many times. I was not good at being subtle at all.
but-
This is.
But hear me out. You could have entirely ruined the mood with the glasses copy pasta.
Which one is that? I'm sure I've heard it, but I'm...
The VTuber one, isn't it?
Oh! I think I've seen that actually. It was I forget what her name, but it cracked me up. Glasses VTuber
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen this one.
rant or something like that.
You totally have.
Yeah. I guess I
Yeah.
just don't know it by name. Maybe.
Oh, it was Fubuki.
I thought so.
Okay, hold on. I have to post this. It was so funny.
Yes,
I have to
okay, I've
rewatch
got-
it.
In defense of glasses on Reddit.
Oh, okay. I've got here. I'll post it in the voice chat. I've just got a subtitled video.
Where's that over?
じゃあ、吹雪先輩の、なんだっけ、二次元メガネ男女はいの語りまで、はい、3、2、1、9! メガネったら本当にめちゃくちゃ多様性があるんですよね。まずメガネをかけてる女の子がメガネを外して美少女なんだけど、逆にメガネをかけてニコニコして待ってる主人公のメガネを奪ってつけてる女子が、奪っちゃったぞみたいなかけて、それもすごく可愛いんですよね。そう、メガネ男子もね、メガネが怪しげに光ったり、逆光してる姿とかもいいですし、もうかっこいいからか今、そしてギャグまで使いこなせるってのはめちゃめちゃいいんですよね。シチュエーションでも対応性できるところがめちゃめちゃいいんですよ。カスタムな形とかいるとかも、そのキャラに合ったメガネを着せ替えて楽しむも、本当に楽しいです。もうアンダーリムとかね、ちょっと縁が太いやつとかね、本当にもうバイキングのようにめちゃめちゃ楽しめるんですよ、メガネ。ルナさんにかけてみたり、リンとマリンちゃんもガンガンとしてメガネかけてみたりとか、もうこのメガネはマジで流行ってほしいし、喜びに出すべきだし、ぜひ公式からみんなにメガネを増やしてほしいと思わないかな。かけたいよね、二人とも。どうですか？かけたいですか？はい、かけたいです。
I would have died halfway through.
She just keeps going.
圧倒されるもの。おでもマリさん的にはね、なんかね、もうメガネもいいんだけど、サングラス系とかそういうなんかちょっと生かした感じに決めてほしいなってのもあるし、そうでも
I need the full copy pasta of the glasses
もあるん
thing.
で、みんなメガネはかけよう。
I've got it on copy pasta it over.
Me talking about Love Live to absolutely nobody. Yeah, I have seen. I don't think. Maybe did she originate it? I guess maybe she did. I thought that this was one of those things that kind of just existed, but either way, this one in particular was very good.
Oh, that got me. Don't you think we really need to officially give everyone glasses? That part sells it. Anyway, what did we choose?
Everything.
Oh,
And he started
right.
singing.
Ah,
Cove was still, his eyes widening in surprise. It was definitely a lot for him to hear, but you couldn't help yourself. It was true. You adored him, and you sucked at being subtle. And now you were both
Listen,
for each
Gabe.
other.
Did I not tell you about that time I walked into a tree while I was talking to this guy like when I was like in 5th grade? I remember so distinctly. It was just an easily avoidable tree. It wasn't so easy. It was just right there in the middle. Everyone was walking around it, and I was just so focused.
Okay, so what's this about you walking to a tree?
Damn it! I was just in like
It's
5th
actually
grade.
words.
This,
Salt
yes.
has been revived by the Fubuki cliff.
Yeah, so I'm not subtle. I walked into a tree because I was too busy staring at my crush, and he like it was not even that I was like staring at him from a distance. We were talking. He was
That's
just
so
saying
cool.
he was he was talking to me. It was like just I wasn't even like responding. I was just solely focused on listening, and I walked into a very easily avoidable tree.
That's true.
Talking to his crush in the 5th grade. I could never.
It was the
That's
worst.
so funny.
Don't recommend. 0 out of 10.
He placed his hands in his lap and
Uh,
looked down. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I've told this story before, but my lack of subtlety is only matched by how dense my girlfriend is.
A match made in
That's-
heaven.
That's beautiful.
We had the full rom-com thing going on. Everyone knew we were going to get together before it happened.
Oh god.
Oh.
You're the reason manga sucks. Just,
Two of my
you're
friends had a
perpetuating the
bet,
stereotype.
not on whether we'd get together, but when it would happen, and who would make the first move.
You guys are a rom-com.
Fucking Futaba and Takeda looking ass.
Genuinely.
He placed his hands in his lap.
For real.
It seemed he hadn't expected you to get this far. I didn't know where to go from there. He looks
For
at his
me.
hand, and it's like just the one note. Talk about anklet. He didn't do anything else. No prep. With the topic abruptly dropped off, Cove officially had no more to say on it. The parents all
I
arrived.
also have no more to say about it.
Because you just said that everything. Can't go anywhere from there. The parents all arrived soon after, each of them climbing into the RV and finding some place to sit down and rest their legs. Elizabeth, having heard the commotion, came out of the room for the first time since arriving and joined you all. You spent the evening
We've
chatting,
probably said I heard everything.
enjoying the last evening of the trip together. Bedtime arrived within the blink of an eye. As the group hunkered down for the night, your mom did a final round to be sure nothing had been left behind. She explained that Cliff was going to start driving early in the morning, like on the first day, but would be letting everyone else take a sleep. There wouldn't be a need for all of them to get up. Now is the time to check in and left everything outside. You, as well as everyone else, were confident you had all packed up inside the RV, which meant it was it was time to get some rest before the journey ahead. Tomorrow, your moms and Elizabeth said goodnight, heading to the back room while you climbed up to the loft.
Are you okay?
Cove and his family got situated below in the previously set arrangement.
I really like the lighting in this game.
You tried to get comfortable as a million thoughts were running through your mind. It was hard to believe the trip was practically over, and before you knew it, you'd be back in your bed at home.
I enjoyed this mini adventure.
It was short, that was for sure, but you got to see and do so much during the time. All in all, it was a nice break away from home. The minutes ticked by silently. It didn't take long for the soft snores of Cliff and Kyra to drift up to you. They were asleep now. You wondered if Cove was still awake and decided to poke your head out from the loft to find out. You blinked in the dark. Looking down the hall, you noticed Cove lying on his back, his eyes staring straight up at the ceiling. His must have let you watch again, because suddenly his eyes locked on yours. It was difficult to see much in the dim light, but you could make out in the dark anyway. No one needed to see it. Also, you could make out the crooked smile on his face.
Dude, we barely said that we liked each other's eye colors. Do you think?
I mean, you said slightly more than that.
I did. But then nothing. Silence afterwards. I wave.
Like
Finger guns. You know I'm the finger guns person.
Go finger gun back, still smiling at you through the dim light. Oh jeez, this loft ain't
I'm
that
kind
big.
of. I'm not sure what is. We decided to have fun quietly mean.
I don't know, I guess we find out. You buried yourself under the blanket. Pulled out your game console. I silenced the personal while hiding in your spot. Okay. So that's what that means. Whoops.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
I mean, I'm kind of curious about what happens if he comes over.
Cove looked unsure about it, but you were happy to see him slowly start to sit up anyway. His sleeping bag rustled as he moved, though he tried to go slow and froze up like a deer in headlights every time he made a sound, watching his parents for any sign of movement. Eventually, he managed to maneuver around his sleeping dad and make it to the ladder, standing on the bottom rung when he looked up at you and whispered. I guess this is back to Joseph. Salt only appeared through the VTubers and then left.
What? Yeah, definitely didn't pick up, right?
No, it picked up, surprisingly.
Hi.
Okay, because that's adorable, yes, that one.
I love that one of the options. Oh, it was nothing. It's like you just watched me do like this stealth sequence and didn't have anything to say.
It's like that scene in Psych where I just watched that scene because I recommended where Gus has to like there's the like painting in the museum and the light lasers and stuff, and so Sean's like directing him like, all right, spread your cheeks, like do a little more, and he finally gets all the way there, and he just starts laughing and walks right through the lasers. He's like, what? He's like, no, I had our guy disable the lasers like 5 minutes ago, but I wanted to make sure that if we ever encounter the situation again in the future, you could do it.
Very good friends, aren't they?
Yes.
Cove shook his
super
head
good.
in disbelief, knowing that you were thinking of that scene in Psych, but you could see the hint of a smile peeking out, because he also thought it was a funny scene. He turned right around and crept back to a spot on the floor. He lay down, shuffling onto your back, and looking at the rivets set in the roof of the RV through the dark. You know he likes you when he does that, just for you to say hi and then goes back. And is then like annoyed.
They are so dorky.
This is you, so you mean you.
Damn it!
are so dorky.
But it's adorable. I wouldn't have even thought about the high thing. I wouldn't have asked him to come over at all. But I had to because it's a game and I wanted to see.
At some point, your eyes grew heavy, and you gently drifted off into a deep sleep. When you woke up the next morning, it was to the rumble of the RV as it traveled the long journey home. Still blinking sleepily, you peeked over the edge of the loft to get a glimpse at what was happening. Cove was sitting with his mom on the couch, the two of them talking quietly through yawns. He must have noticed you moving around up there, because Cove's ocean blue eyes snapped tears and he gave you a smile.
Definitely didn't pick up.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
Morning, teacher.
There you go.
Hi.
Even the game is just like. Soon, your moms and Elizabeth emerged from their room, dressed and ready for the day of travel. You spend most of the day hanging out together in the RV, savoring the last few hours of vacation. Tara suggested a few different travel games that she used to play with Cove when she was younger, and you all had a great time competing against each other. When the RV finally pulled onto your street, it was well into the night, and you were looking forward to crawling into your own bed after the last few days away. Everyone else must have been feeling the same, because it was mutually agreed that unpacking and cleaning the RV could wait until morning. Once home again, you went straight up to your room, and dropped into your bed, shoes and all. I'm always happy to be back in my own bed, whenever.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Salt.
Bye. He's gone forever. Yeah, happy to be back in my own bed.
Excuse me. You stretch out with a smile on your face, enjoying having space all to yourself. With those last few thoughts drifting through your mind, it wasn't long before you dozed off to sleep. Tomorrow, life would go on like normal.
Ah, that was wholesome stuff.
I think maybe I'm not super sold on. I mean, like, it's fine, but I'm not super sold on it because I think just the second person narrative isn't great for me. Maybe, like, it's a lot of being told what happens without actually getting to experience stuff. Like, the ratio of actual dialogue between the characters and the characters doing something versus us just being told that stuff is happening is very skewed to me. And maybe that's just me not, like, having the wrong expectations for this VN. But, you know, most of the other ones we play through, it's like us actually doing things and interacting with characters and not just being told that, like, these characters are going through these phases, you know? Or is it just me that's interpreting this?
No, I can see that. I think my expectations were just kind of matched what's actually happening. I think happening because when I read the summary, I assumed like there's like a preset story. It feels like,
Right.
and you're just kind of going along with the ride.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but even then, each character has exactly 2 facial expressions and 1 pose.
at least
True.
I mean, to be fair
Uh,
though, they have different models at different ages, which you
True.
didn't see that part, so they do have the thing of like growing up. I've also been surprised
But
that we haven't gone. Oh, good.
But there's not, you know, when you're going walking, I don't know, it's not that, it's... I guess they don't look particularly animated. Well, not animated, you're not expecting it to be full of animation, but there's not much expression there most of the time. Or, you know, many images for the things it says are going
Well,
on.
see, my thing is that like I feel like you think that because they're not on screen a lot of the time so far.
Yeah,
Like
that's
there's
true.
been little time
Yeah.
spent with them.
And actually, yeah, put them on screen more often.
Yeah. That's,
How much of that were you just looking at a tree, looking at the inside of a van that they said was crowded and you could
Yeah.
see 0 people in it?
that's what my thing was so far. And I mean, I know what you
Yeah,
mean, Evo,
I
with
can-
like the preset story or whatever, but like that's true of all the visual novels we played. Is that they have?
Well, I guess yeah, but I feel like a lot of the games that we've played, there's like different kinds of endings, right?
Oh,
Like,
I mean this too. I think because of like the way we can choose how we feel, right? It probably has. Oh, but that's like the main story. I guess these are like just preset scripted, no matter what, probably.
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's true. Yeah. I mean, it's not. Don't want to like rag on it too much because it's cute and it's even if there's not too much variety to like the character or art or whatever, like the art is clean and stuff as well. Like it's pretty good.
Mhm.
Just not quite like completely selling me yet. But who knows? Maybe that'll change. I was also gonna say I'm surprised we haven't seen like any CGs of anything so far. Like none with us and Cove or like any special events.
Oh, yeah.
Or
That
even,
would
like, any
be nice.
Special illustrations. I was expecting when they said like we got a picture taken with Cove. I was like, oh okay, we're gonna have that first image and still nothing.
Yeah, I'm guessing it could be, and maybe this is also part of where my expectations were too, because we did kind of, it's always kind of hard when you have like an avatar that you had to design, and then like
Right.
you never know if they're actually going to like go the extra mile and add those customizations in
That
with the
does-
story.
That for sure complicates things, but they could also do like the thing, like the dating sim. Oh, I guess maybe not. Maybe that's more like an Arrow guy thing, where it's like you're not the focal point and you're just kind of obscured, or like not in it so much as like other characters are, you know. But yeah. Anyway, do you want to do another one of these, or do we want to go on to the next phase?
Let's go to the next phase. Especially if you still need to be sold on it more, like, well, hopefully, like, since that was just the second part, and I forget how many parts of these there are.
I think we determined there was like 4, maybe. Oh wait, I don't want to do that now. I think it's said in the tutorial thing, which I tried to check.
Yeah.
Multiple ways you can voice the story. Every CG handful of CG units. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's
Okay.
So we're on to the third one, maybe.
So now we'll be officially a teenager, I guess.
Okay, see, like this is the only one we've had so far, I guess. Was
Right, we did have that CG.
yeah, I almost forgot, but I guess we do have one. Anyway,
He looks kind of pissed.
that's also a fault, or not a fault, but probably deliberate for like wanting to make you buy the DLC and stuff. Because that's also, I'm saying all this, but it is free at the same time. So
Oh yeah.
that is. a
That's
factor.
also true.
Yeah. Anyway, there was no denying it. This game was free unless you want to pay for it. Today was the very last day of summer. Tomorrow you're heading to class.
Muddled feelings, I guess.
There were aspects of going to school that you missed, and others you would happily live without. If you could only pick and mix between bits of the summer and school, you got dressed, not envisioning?
Envisaging,
Yeah,
I
this is
guess.
not envisaging. Envisaging. Do you know
They're
that word?
envisaging. Yeah, envisaging.
Envisaging. Contemplate or conceive as a possibility of a desirable future event. Have I been saying? I also was envision. Oh no, envisage.
Envisioning is a similar word.
Yeah,
I'm not
okay.
quite sure what the difference is.
Gotcha. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, but contemplating what lay ahead of you tomorrow. Life was going to be different. You had come to think of the summer vacation as the norm, but school sucked up the majority of your life, of your young life and fun and all that stuff, whereas summer vacation was just rad. So rather than it being different, it was kind of a return to the normal. What did your normal life really mean? You considered how fondly your moms talked about their summer vacations as kids. You dimly recognized that one year, the pattern of school and summer itself would be over for good. It was hard to imagine. You got
All right,
distracted.
that's another thing that I both like and
Yeah.
hate about this game
I would
is that
say
it is
that.
pretty relatable.
Yeah, that has been hitting me hard, for sure. When it hits you with that stuff, I cannot lie. You'd gotten distracted, one arm still out of a sleeve. You pulled it through and put your mind back to the present. That stuff was forever away. It wasn't like you could ever really turn 20, right? This season had brought about plenty of changes of its own, like Kyra's visit. Though that too was coming to an end today.
Oh, so we really are. We didn't go that far into the future. I thought we were. Huh.
Well,
Okay.
not yet, at least. That we might do. I think what happened last time was we did something like this, and then the skip comes, and then we play out in that time frame. I think.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about Kyra Gabe? I'm curious.
I mean, I think she's
'Cause
fine. She's hot.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then, I don't know. We didn't
for Kyra.
really see her and Cliff like not getting along all that much.
I'm wondering if we would have done more of the side
Yeah.
stuff if
Like,
we
they
would have
seemed
shown
to be
more.
fine on the RV trip that we did. And
Yeah.
she's like that, you know, the thing of like, you get what you get with her, take it or leave it kind of thing. Like, she's the same with everybody, and she's consistent with just, like, being straight up, and sometimes that's kind of sucky, and then other times that's respectable, so I'm kind of, like, I think she's fine, honestly, but we haven't had quite the experience that Cove and Cliff have, so.
Yeah, so rather than say I'd become extremely fond of her, I'd say happy to finally got the chance to know her.
Yeah. I mean, she seems to like us and have good intentions, you know? It's not like she came in here and was like, as much as you guys memed it last time, she wasn't like, oh, Cove, absolutely not. The gays and the minorities. Which, I mean, I guess are like the same thing, but yeah, she didn't actually do that despite you guys.
I did meme it a little bit.
And you were saying,
okay.
I messed with Cliff, and then you and Aaron were like,
okay, well, actually, as a topic, because it was her facial expression, like, since you mentioned, like, the facial expressions, Joseph, I will say, and also, Gabe, I guess, the facial expressions, I've noticed they actually, like, as long as there's not, while there isn't as much variety, it does change it very often, like, frequent, I've noticed, for, like, like, they make the expressions you would expect comparatively, like when Cove has like an eyebrow raised, or like when he's blushing, or when he's blushing and he's mad, like just flustered. Like I feel like there's some variety there.
Cove and Elizabeth for sure have like a decent variety, at least of faces, because they tend to be on screen the most. Like Cove's dad has like been, I think, maybe 2 or 3 different versions of smiling so far. I feel like but he's like also not on it much, so that makes sense. And again, maybe that's like, I know they said the DLC has like more characters and stuff, so those ones might be more evocative or something too. Because again, this is the free version, so.
So Kyra's face at that time when she was seeing us seemed very strained. Yeah. So I just played it like I sees it. All right.
She was just interesting to be around, is all. You liked how easy it was to talk to her. You finished dressing, which was good. Cove would be up there any moment. You'd agree to see his mom off together. Officially, the plan was that he would come over to bring you round to his house. When she was ready to set off. But you both know that you'd be hanging out for at least a while beforehand. Kara's visit had troubled Cove when it first happened. It had been a sudden change, thanks to Mr. Holden's infamous tendency to surprise people. But once he was able to adjust, he'd been in pretty good spirits with her around. It was a release for everyone. You turned to your desk where the box containing your accessories resided. On an anklet. Several anklets. That's funny.
I mean, we got it, because we're 13, right? Like, we gotta have bought one. Yeah. We're very impressionable.
Your eyes bored into the box. You should wear it for Cove's visit. Or should you wear it for Cove's visit today? Are you gonna be a whore that shows her ankles?
Yes, I'm in my slutty phase.
You say you got multiple. Do you think there's an option to put all of the ankle bracelets on?
We can find out real quick. Not several. Oh, yep, there you go. You could decide.
Yep, there is.
I doubt it makes that much of a difference. Or maybe he'd be like, you're kind of trying hard, aren't you? Your heart pounded as you slipped the hoop through the clasp and fastened it in place. Would Cove spot it? Your face grew hot as you imagined how he might react. I can't wait for you to just be sticking your leg in like the most random place.
I know. Kaguya-sama.
Cool. I was just stretching my calves. Isometric exercise.
What's your next thought, Eva?
I'm going to give a go for Cove. Can't wait to see Cole, so you went downstairs to me when you arrived. Cove knew your house well enough, you could lounge in your room to wait for him.
Do you go to the man, or does the man come to you as you're 13?
So what's the difference between... Okay, so the difference is you go downstairs to wait, or the one is that you go downstairs as soon as he gets there? Okay.
You answer the door, someone else answers the door, and you go downstairs to meet him when he gets there, or you have him go to your room.
Yeah, I think
Okay, we go downstairs to wait because I'm too afraid of what happens if he gets intercepted.
You bounded down the stairs, your hand gliding over the rail. You wanted to make sure you got there first. If you did, her or your moms might answer it. It was only a few minutes later when the doorbell rang. As you chosen to stand beside it to wait for Cove, there was no delay in pulling it open. Cove was there, just as you'd expected. He smiled as he caught sight of you.
Hi!
Hi, go. Come on in.
Once you stepped inside, you beckoned for him to follow you upstairs. Back up in your room, you sat down on your bed and waited for Cove to settle in as you knew he would. With other guests, you might have offered them a seat, but you and Cove were long past those tentative stages of friendship. Your room was as familiar to him as his own. You watched as
Damn.
Cove sat down in your desk chair, his preferred spot. You rolled it closer to your bed to make it easier to check, tweaking the angle so that he was facing you fully. Once happy with the position, he leaned in towards you, his hands held in his lap. His actions weren't the ones of someone who planned on moving from the spot anytime soon, even though you had an appointment to keep together that day.
Oh, when is your mom leaving?
We've got some time. She's still gonna shovel and stuff before she goes. She didn't want me to just keep hanging around while she was doing that.
He lifted his head, gaze drifting out through the window, and chuckled.
What's
That
that look he's got?
expression. Okay, so now I'm noticing these a lot more. So that's that awkward. It's the hold on, I can find it. Like ha 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 ha. Let's see if I can find an appropriate emoji. Keep reading. Don't mind me.
Believe she's already leaving. Just when I'm getting used to her being there every day.
He leaned back in the chair, a wry smiley tickling his cheeks. A wry smile tickling.
Smiley.
Yeah. I was thinking the emoji thing that she said, and I was...
Yeah, I have the emoji now. It's like that.
Yeah, it does give off that energy.
Okay. Well, what did you say before? He got
Surprised
used to her
about his
being
mom
there.
Leaving, yeah.
Time's going by so fast. Yep, that one.
He cocked his head thoughtfully before shrugging. He ran a hand through his hair before shaking his head, as if shaking off
Oh, he ran a hand. Instead, you ran a hand through his hair. I was like, whoa, we did it? We just doing that now?
shaking off the topic like a dog, whipping off water, following a dip in the sea. Cove looked back to you, lips parted as if he was about to speak, but instead his eyes widened and his mouth closed into a tiny frown. Something had caught his attention.
Oh god, it's the
Something wrapped
ankle.
around where the end of your leg met your foot, also known as the ankle. He cast his eyes back up to your face, then down to your ankle, and back to your face. He never considered you to be a slut. He repeated the process once, twice more, as if struggling to hold the two items in tandem.
Alright, I'm taking it off.
Maybe he was weighing up whether this could be a coincidence or not. Or maybe he was just too shy to verbalize his thoughts, or still trying to find the words. This was the most he could manage. The tension made you feel...
Bashful? Why would we... Well, kind of regretful, actually. Well... Bashful, I guess.
Sounded bashful.
Yeah.
You almost wanted to tuck your feet away, out of Cove's intent focus. Doing so would muddle your message further. On his next glance back to your face, Cove saw your expression had shifted. You watched as his bewilderment eroded into mortification as he realized that he had been caught staring. He'd only done it 4 times. He quickly spun in his chair to face the wall instead. Alone-
Now that is exactly the emoji that you said.
Oh, yeah. Lips the flesh had spread all the way to his ears. He twisted in his seat, wringing his hands and determinedly avoiding looking in your direction again. It seemed that he decided against saying anything at all.
Sorry. This is very clearly I crossed some kind of line here. Yeah, sorry, I guess.
What's the problem, Cove has such almost feels like teacher energy. What's the problem? You gonna share it with the class, Cove?
Cove muttered something unintelligible as he slumped lower. With how he was hunched over, the quiet words had no chance of reaching you. You weren't going to get anything out of him in this state. You waited for him to come around before speaking again. Finally, he piped up very softly.
What I said before. I mean, you know.
The last few words were whispered as though they were a precious secret.
The ankle bracelet.
There's probably more of these moments the more of the things you play through, aren't there?
Oh,
So,
what do you mean?
Going straight to... I mean, by skipping the other kind of summer holiday moments or whatever, we're gonna miss out on like 3 of these.
Oh, you're right. It only.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's good. Maybe. Yeah, that's an interesting point, I guess. I wonder what would happen if we didn't do the anklet thing. Very interesting point.
Maybe.
His eyes squeezed shut. You had no idea if the answer made him feel better.
Damn, you are certainly sending messages.
He eventually looked down at his back, where his fingers were flexing and curling in awkward dancing nerves. His chest rose as he breathed deep.
I told you I'm not subtle, but I'm not smooth either.
Well, it looks good on you.
Your heart skittered in your chest.
What was it I used to... What was it I used to say? I'm as smooth as sandpaper,
Yeah.
and as subtle as a brick to the chest.
Very nice. One big leap from the unexpected compliment followed by a series of shorter ones as you absorbed the words. You beamed at him. He was looking at you again at last, and returned the smile shyly. This really couldn't have worked out better, you thought.
I think it could have worked out a little bit.
The conversation lapsed into another comfortable lull. Cove swung his feet underneath the seat of the chair, eyes resting on you. Having him over here was nice. No matter how you spent the time, you always felt better for being in his company. You couldn't help but adore him, both as a friend and in the way that plucked at your heart, a vague yearning for more. Maybe it was because summer was almost over that your feelings were rushing in on you now, like the high tide at the end of a long day. Summer was such a meaningful time for the two of you. Not only because it was when you first met, but because it was a season that you could almost spend entirely as you pleased, and you both chose to spend together.
I think I would be more bothered with the telling if they hadn't already like established Cove as a character more like pretty solidly, and it feels very relatable. So now I'm scared. Oh, that's actually an option. You're too scared to let him know. You know what? It's been 5 years since we've known Cove.
What's 5 more?
What's we know how the rom-coms go.
Oh wait, that's me. Sorry, I forgot we're role-playing too.
I mean, we know what we feel, so we're gonna just scratch out that one. Let's just tell him now. We're about to. The end is nigh, and all that.
Is it?
I don't know.
You couldn't go another day without expressing these feelings you had.
All right, slow down. Whoa! I just said slow down. Words of affection, because I feel like the kissing is gonna be like a big old leap.
It was best to be direct with Cove. You didn't want to leave room for an ambiguity and misunderstanding at such an important moment.
Oh my
You
god!
read manga.
I was gonna say, I feel like I did read a lot of it.
Cove was your
Full
friend.
of things.
You had always been friends. It meant a lot to you, but you knew deep down that wasn't really all he was. Not anymore. You had to let him know. You looked directly at him.
I'm just imagining we're just staring into his soul like, Cove, I need you to know. I like your face.
I hope you like this ankle bracelet. It was for you, Cove. Because I want you to think
Oh
that
my
I'm
God.
pretty.
Oh my god, Gabe, I just remember I had another memory. Damn it. I actually, now that I think about it, so did I tell you about I told you about the friend's wedding that I went to that I hadn't spoken to in years, and I was surprised he invited me to his wedding, right?
Yes, yes, you did.
Okay, so I actually did have a crush on him, like, way back in 4th grade once.
Wow.
And like, you know what? You know
told
what?
me that at the time, but go on.
I did not. Because I
Feels
totally
like an
forgot.
important detail.
I totally forgot. Because you know what ended that crush immediately? Because when I had a crush on him, and then I joined band because of him. And so, like, because I wanted to be around him, right? And then, exactly, but like, you know, that was how I got into percussion in the first place. Is that he was into percussion, and then I started like seeing how cool it was because of him, and so I decided to join it so that I could be in band with him. And so once we were underneath one of those like tires at recess. I don't know if you ever had those at your school, but they had like really big tires on the recess field ground things. And then you could like students would always just like go underneath them and crawl under there. And so me and him were crawled up under there, and I finally mustered up the nerve to tell him that I had a crush on him. And so you know what I said? It was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know I joined band because of you.
Oh my god.
And he went, oh, okay. And then I was like, yep, that's it. Crush over, crush gone.
Well, I mean, hey, you tried going for it. So
You tried.
that's more than I could say that I would be doing at that time.
You shot your shot.
Fucking
Yep.
Rebecca Bloom looking ass. Josh, I moved here for you.
So now I'm like, oh my god, this is exactly that energy. this is young diva.
He had already been watching you, but he lifted his head attentively at your call. Your cheeks were hot as you're standing next to him in the mid-Sunday. Cove raised an eyebrow.
I got this ankle bracelet because of you.
This does look like that energy too of like, okay.
I'm actually getting PTSD. I shouldn't have remembered that.
Your heart
Oh.
raced. The sound rang in your ears, shutting out everything.
I know
you're grossed out.
I feel this.
Damn.
You're
I
pretty
see.
and wonderful and the best person I know. I like you so much.
I like
Aw.
this anime one. Daisuki. Ski, daisuki.
Yep. That
Yep, that's it.
It was just too difficult to get the words out of how much you wanted to. So you just told him
Alright.
that you brought the ankle bracelet for him.
I don't know. I'm kind of curious about what happens if you just say, like, yep, actually, we can't get the words out, and it just moves on.
Turned away, choking under the weight of this moment of embarrassment. All you could manage was a pitiful sigh. Going to say that they back that it's so so we could just double down. I guess.
Oh.
Okay, you can tell. Oh, so then it just lets you do it again.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, as wholesome as the you're pretty and wonderful and the best person I know. I like you so much, Wonder. I don't know if I'd be that articulate. Why is this such a pivotal decision for me? Well, because I don't want the story to just go take a dumpster dive after this moment, since it's all kind of surrounding him
Us touching butts.
and our lives together.
Whoops.
Okay. Oh, you can tell. Like, I like you, Cove. I really, really, really like you.
We're going with that one?
Yep, we'll go the anime route.
Cove frozen to see. The only emotion coming from his widening eyes. Oh,
I-
you're reenacting that scene from the manga you like.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll say I like you if I have to.
Well, With a jolt, he realized that it was literally the one thing he was doing. He hadn't taken a single breath since you uttered the words.
Go if you need a break. If you die here, I'm literally gonna die from embarrassment.
Envied fish with their gills, but he wasn't a fish. He was a boy on land. He needed air to live. Okay, sure. You really hoped you would remember this soon before you needed to call your moms in and explain the situation.
I told him I liked him, and then I broke him.
Cove still had no response. He was starting to clamber off the bed towards him when finally he sucked in a deep breath. Oh God!
I can't be here. I can't be here, Gabe.
Okay.
It is.
I can't be here.
It is your life. I told you.
I can't.
Model this after you for a reason.
I can't be here.
His voice cracked on the second syllable. The words at odds with his nervous appearance. His eyes were darting around, unsure of where to place them.
Baby, please.
What to do?
I don't know what to do.
You can tell me how you feel, ya bitch.
I'm gonna laugh.
Ah,
Wait, no, that might give off the
I was
wrong
gonna say,
impression.
ha, just kidding.
Just because I think I've made that be our vibe is also like I doubled down on the nervous laughter thing that I do, and that I just laugh when I'm feeling awkward. You can tell me how you feel.
Or you could kiss me.
Wow. Damn, Joseph, you would be the real player here. Okay, I hope if we do you laughed, I wonder if it'll be like, wait, is it a joke?
We can find out.
Cove tense, breathing short and quick. Gale desperately. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for that before. It was very kind. Sorry for being weird. It's just
I'm just curious if this is.
I'm tired of having my dialogue skipped.
Sorry, I'm just seeing you.
Trying to work out if this is bad.
Okay, so yeah, this isn't a bad end. Okay, we can do this.
Sorry, I'll go back. I just want to make sure it wasn't gonna be like, oh, you're kidding. The response was
Me
so
too.
singular that you couldn't help but be amused. It was all part of his unique charm. Cove tensed, his breathing short and quick. His hands were gripping his knees tightly like a bird's claws around a branch in a gale, desperately clinging out to safety and stability. We really like our metaphors. Or
Yep.
similes, whichever one that is.
Emily.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Before.
You couldn't help but crack a smile at his sudden formalness. You could tell he could tell it was ridiculous too.
Sorry for being weird. It's just I kind of thought or hoped that sometime something like this might happen with us talking about liking each other.
You did? I mean, you ever thinking about it before? Like we didn't know. We're gonna play dumb for his sake.
You nodded ever so slightly. Your face felt a lot hotter after that. Go brighten a little at your positive reaction, and his explanation continued.
Well, could sort of picture how it might go. What's it be like with you and me? But just the first part. I couldn't ever imagine anything to come after. And now it's actually happened. We're there. It's...
We're married. Took another deep breath, stuttering on the exhale.
This makes things different.
How? What? Should we find a crystal ball for answers?
Fuck it, we ball.
I pretty much imagined he'd react kind of like this.
Sorry.
I mean, I knew it was gonna happen and wanted to say it anyway.
He chuckled in disbelief at the situation. That was all he could do. His breathing started to level out once again, slowing to a usual steady rhythm. He closed his eyes, drawing himself up as he inhaled deeply. Each word he spoke next was delicate.
DJ, I like you do.
Ice Terran.
Don't you think everyone needs glasses?
If only.
Not. Probably way too much. Probably more if you wore glasses.
Hey, that's where you. Joke's on you. I've worn glasses since 2nd grade.
He ducked his head.
Fair enough.
And opened an eye, peeking at you through that hair that had fallen over his face like a veil. He managed to smile.
Thanks for waiting for me.
His eyes sparkled just looking at you, his affection transparently clear. He never could hide what he was feeling, and you couldn't be more grateful for that today.
Do you think the laugh one?
That's
Well,
what you said.
true, but more for this, just a sigh of relief.
Cove squeaked out a nervous giggle. He curled his hand into a loosed fist and brushed his knuckles idly against his cheek. Words evaded him as he opened his mouth and closed it again. He gave up on finishing
Really
his
like
sentence.
you.
Instead, he rose from his chair and took a tentative step towards you. You got up to stand with him. There wasn't much distance to cover, but from the way your heart pounded as you took that step, you could be excused for thinking you had just run a marathon.
Are we gonna touch bases?
He looked into his face, your eyes level with his. Cove then pressed a hand to his creased forehead.
Never mind.
Does this mean I'm your boyfriend or something now? Should we tell our parents? I don't know what Dad or Mum would do.
There were a lot of concerns in there. You honed in on the simplest. There was no way your moms would let you have a boyfriend, even though that word just juxtaposed with Cove's name made your heart race.
Really? Even if it was Cove?
Yeah. Considering Elizabeth was literally like, yeah, they're expecting
Yeah.
you to get married or whatever. I don't know. We'll see.
I thought that. I mean, I was just happy that the game
Maybe-
gave us the option to figure this out now.
Yeah.
Maybe the mums are hoping you get a girlfriend instead. I mean, they did.
Fair enough. It's like, honey, we understand that you're straight, and we love you anyway.
Mom, I'm straight.
No, God, why couldn't it be cancer? No. So my parents will let me have a boyfriend or be straight, even if something. I wish we were older, I guess. Except, well, just because that's the vibe of, like, you know, when you're younger, you wish you were older, and then you're older and you hate, like, God, I wish I was younger.
You didn't even know how much older you'd have to be before to be permitted. Hope lifted his hand from his chest and reached towards you, halting halfway, then slowly, cautiously hooked his fingers around yours. His palm pressed against the back of your hand.
You let him hold your hand without doing anything, or you can actually hold his hand back. The second one, I guess.
You rotated your hand so that you were palm to palm with Cove, your thumbs crossing one another.
We're basically married now.
We'll be speaking sooner or later.
During step 2, convince Cove that you like him. Achievement gotten.
Oh, we got it. Oh, cool. You're right. No matter what, it's okay in the end when it's the two of us.
Your forthright statement made Cove gasp, but the smile at his body and his tighter grip on your hand told you that he appreciated it.
And this is where we like drop our hands like it's on fire, and just scream, DJ Cove!
The sudden call from downstairs caught you both unaware. You nearly forgotten the world outside your room. From the guilty look on his face, Cove had done the same.
just had a call. Cove's mom is ready to go. Oh my god, wait, do you think we're gonna have to tell the mom before she leaves and then she's like, you're gonna tell me this now? You just had to do this now? The right before I'm supposed to leave? You expect me to leave like this? If you're quick, she might keep the mandated motherly smother to a minimum.
You doubted that, but it was nice that Mom and Miss Reese had their strange sense of humor in common. Your eyes met Cove's. Wordlessly, you headed downstairs together. Each step on the way there was painfully slow, like he was trying to delay the inevitable. His whole body tensed, leaving the house, and Cove froze altogether before you both could cross the street.
I must be taking her stuff out.
He swallowed hard.
She's ready to leave.
Don't worry, Cove. I'll be your mommy now.
And you will refer to me as such.
Jesus. I just realized this might not. I don't know how much you were able to piece together, but the parents are divorced. I don't know if you caught on because I don't think they explicitly said it.
It didn't, but sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So she came for the summer, and now she's leaving.
Okay.
You gave us back a pat.
Your motion was soft, and you weren't sure if you even noticed it at first.
It'll be okay. I'm just imagining Anya with the it's okay, the people over there are nice.
Cove's bottom lip quivered and he turned away. You gave his back a couple more reassuring pats.
Thanks.
At that, some of the conflict warring on his face eased a bit. Together, you went across the street inside his house, finding his parents in the living room, surrounded by his mom's packed things. Hey, kids, it's me, your cool dad.
I thought you were about to say, like, hey, it's me, Freddy Razma.
It was me, Hornius.
God, I can't wait for the session tomorrow. Gabe, I just realized. Gabe. So we got our asses handed to us in a fight again. And we were about to do another TPK.
Nice.
And Freddy showed up out of nowhere, rezzed all of us.
Damn.
and then that was the end of the session.
Oh
so we
my
have to pick up from that tomorrow.
What the fuck?
Dude,
Freddy
you
open
missed
up.
Godfrey turning into a T-Rex.
That too.
Hot damn. Things wild with with Daya and
Daya and Godfrey.
back.
Yeah, there were two T-Rexes, and they almost had a kaiju fight. Okay. Good timing. I just called a taxi. And hi, DJ. So glad I got to see you today. It was fabulous getting to know you this summer. I finally got to put a face to the name I've heard so many times.
She winked and Cove pounded on cue over the teasing. Bye, bitch.
I'm really happy I got to meet you too. Hopefully it won't be too long before we see each other again. Yeah, so you can be there for our wedding.
Nodding, Kyra turned her attention back to her boys. She patted Cliff on the arm with a warm smile, and then she enveloped Cove in a crushing hug. Initially, Cove squirmed to break free from her grip, but his mom was unfazed and kept him locked in place. Heartbeats later, he gave in and hugged her back tightly. I'm so happy this trip was a success, because, things I planned tend to not work out so well, so this could have been one of those situations, but it wasn't. Cliff looked like he was bursting with pride, and then Cove stiffened. Kyra loosened her hold on him enough to study his face, concerned. She spoke her next words in a whisper that had been meant just for her son.
Do you want to unshelf it?
Raising an eyebrow, Cliff watched them carefully. His smile began to falter. Oh god, what's wrong? Are we really dropping the ball here? Right at the end? Cove sighed and gaze flickered over to you for a moment, and then just as quick it was back on his parents.
alright.
Are you sure?
I don't want to do it now. I can hold that for later.
Nervously, you watched the exchange with growing suspicion that Cove didn't want to have that conversation while you were there. You wondered if you should offer to leave when Kyra gave Code a pat on the head.
You can always call me if you want to be part of the conversation, okay? Or if you want me to be part of the conversation.
Oh, thanks. Mom.
Cliff still looked baffled about what Kyra and Cove were referring to, but you watched as his shoulders slowly relaxed. You figured that he decided to wait for Cove to be ready to talk to him.
I have a guess.
And with Cliff's silence, things could be settled for now.
I bet Cove's gonna say he wants to stay with her
Yeah,
for a while.
I wouldn't be surprised. After that, it wasn't long before the taxi arrived, rolling up in front of the house and in clear view of the open door. Kyra stood up, smiling sadly.
Well, that's my ride.
Yeah. The matching reply got a chuckle out of Kyra as you all filed out of the house. Father and son with Kyra's bag in hand. Once you spotted your family waiting by the streets, and to your surprise, Derek was also with them. He stood uncomfortably and he waved as soon as you noticed him. Hey DJ, Echo.
When did you get here?
My dad dropped me off just a little while ago. Thought I could visit one more time before school started.
You busy time. Sort.
Derek couldn't even look at Cove. He nervously kept rolling a pebble at the bottom of his shoe. I wasn't even thinking that your mom would be leaving today. I'm sorry, dude. What? Oh, you're not interrupting anything. You're always welcome here, other child of the group that is sometimes present.
I bet he'd be more.
Human?
Yeah, I think if maybe he'd be around more in other stories. It would have been sad if I didn't get to say goodbye before leaving.
Derek came to hang out often, so it was inevitable that the two had met at some point in the season.
I think so too.
It was apparent Derek would have preferred to have gone there at a more opportune moment. He never liked seeming impolite, but their reassuring words soothed his worries.
Aw, he seems a sweet kid.
The tension was holding his body lessened, and he looked like he was feeling much more like himself.
Bye, Derek. It was fun getting to know you.
Oh, hello. Just resized the window somehow. Bye, ma'am. Is there anything I can do to help? Nah, don't worry yourself over that. We're just about set, and if I can't do at least this right, then what am I doing here? In that short amount of time, Cliff had gathered and packed the bags into the trunk. Kyra took one last look at everyone inside.
Alright, I don't want to keep the driver waiting. It's time to head out.
The little crowd that had formed around started their chorus of farewells and well wishes traveling. But Kyra still made no move to get into the taxi. She placed her attention on Cove.
I'll call you when I get to the airport and when I make it to Nevada.
Also, you better call the moment you walk in the door home. Otherwise, we'll be wondering all night if you got in trouble on the way there, and I already struggle with sleeping because of you, so...
I can do that.
So I can tell you how school went.
Of course, I want to hear all about it.
Kyra put a hand on Cove's head and affectionately ruffled his hair one last time. She then let go, only to move on to squeezing his cheeks in her hands instead.
Mom!
Oh, I love you so much, baby.
She was chuckling by the time she freed him and rounded things off with a small tap to the tip of his nose. He rubbed at his face with a grin. Finally, she walked to the car while waving and took her seat in the taxi. Cliff hooked an arm around Cove's shoulder and kept him close as it began to pull away. For a moment, Cove looked up at his dad and then wrapped an arm around across his back.
Bye, Mom!
Hi. Travel safe. Better than, I was traveling with the RV. Everyone made sure to tell me that I sucked at driving. Kyra rolled down the window and stuck her head out of it. She waved again while blowing kisses at Cove and Cliff.
See you again.
Before she was out of sight, you decided to grab one of those kisses for yourself.
Call out.
As you added your voice to the others, you watched Kyra's smile grow larger. The cab turned down another road and completely disappeared from view. Cove let go of his dad and took a few steps out into the empty street, still looking in the direction his mom went. He smiled quietly, deep in thought. You got the impression Cove was feeling better than he was earlier. He was finally content with the way things were. You jumped a bit when your mom put a hand on your shoulder, pulling you away from your thoughts. She smiled when you looked at her.
This was a great vacation, huh? Yeah. That's what I was hoping to hear.
Cove walked back over to the group, still genuinely happy. Derek grinned at him welcomingly, and everyone else there smiled at him, even Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Well,
Ma clapped her hands together, bringing everyone's attention back to the present.
it's almost lunchtime. I think I'll put something special together.
Her eyes sparkled at the plan, and Mom smiled.
I bet you could use some help with that. That'd be absolutely wonderful.
Derek glanced between the two, his eyebrows furrowed.
Are they?
I can do?
No. Sorry, I have to make the joke every time.
Hey, DJ, I think your moms are gay. Your moms exchanged a fond expression. Ma shook her head.
That's very sweet, Derek, but it's alright. And yes, you're absolutely right. It's not your job. Technically, your dad left you under Cliff's watch. You're meant to be taken care of by him, not like doing chores for the neighbors.
Mom laughed a little over her own joke. You watched Derek look away, discouraged. Oh, it's okay, I don't mind. He was a little bashful about it. He wondered if Mom's joke had just reminded him that he wasn't initially meant to be invited to lunch. It was getting a little awkward.
Oh my god, poor Derek.
Mom grinned sympathetically. Her comment was meant to lighten the mood and not bring it back down. Ma tried again to get things moving forward.
Why don't you kids go have fun? You all can come back in an hour. We'll make enough for everyone.
Mom nodded in agreement.
Another stunning idea, Lonnie.
Yeah, thank you. That sounds like a plan then. Much better one than what I would have come up with. I don't want to trap your style or ruin it. I've got some stuff to work on, so I can be out of your hair this afternoon. Which I know is what everyone wants.
Okay, Cliff, you should come by later too. No reason you should be the odd man out.
Mom seemed to use his Cliff to rub his neck nervously. He grinned, wavering but pleased to smile. Oh, he grinned a wavering but pleased smile. I appreciate the invite, even if it's just your social obligation and pity. He looked over the assembled crowd with knowing glances that it was social obligation and pity. I can help too. With as many people as you're feeding, that's gonna be a lot of food.
Didn't you hear what we told Derek? It wouldn't be fair to make you cook when we're the ones who are inviting you in.
He raised an eyebrow when Mom raised an eyebrow when Cliff waved it off. I insist. Derek would be missing time with his pals. This would be a break for me. Also, I'm quite the chef. Mom exchanged further glances before Mom shrugged.
An airtight argument. If you're sure, we'll be happy to have you, Chef Cliff.
Cliff's grin widened and seemed much more hyped than you expected him to be about helping with lunch. Cove shook his head, a fond smile on his face. Why couldn't I get that out? Fond smile on his face.
You did it. Then all us grown-up people will be heading inside. I assume the rest of you kiddos are staying out. Maybe not all of them.
Ma tilted her head. A silent question for Elizabeth. Your sister thought for a moment. Isn't that cute? She's calling us the kids.
I'll
She
stay with
thinks she's better than us.
that bitch. Oh, that's great.
Both your mom smiled at her, while Derek and Cove didn't seem to appreciate her phrasing. With the plan decided, all three parents waved and headed for your house. It was just you cool teenagers now. Elizabeth looked at you and the others, a curious expression on her face.
Oh man, I thought for sure she's gonna be like looking between us and be like, something's different.
You know.
So, what now?
You silently wondered if Elizabeth only stayed out with you to avoid getting roped into work. Then again, she could just genuinely want to hang out. You just couldn't tell with your sister. Cove spoke up after no one else did to answer Elizabeth's question. Drugs?
It's been a while, and I don't think there's a lot of other things we could agree.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, sounds awesome to me. Unlike you guys, I haven't been there 1,001 times. It's new to me.
Let's do it.
We strolled across the road as a group down to the beach and then to the left. It took less than 15 minutes to arrive. One of the conveniences of Sunset Park. The four of you looked around the familiar shops, trying to see if anything caught your attention this time. Derek was most enthusiastic. He checked out every stall with his eyes wide with wonder. Elizabeth and Cove were in good spirits as well. Yo, that's so cool. They got us like a whip and stuff in here. He ran over to a street magician who was currently doing a card trick for a group of enchanted tourists. Derek clapped at the magician, showed a middle-aged man his card. Derek turned back to the group with a curious gleam on his face. Derek said, "What does it take to perform here anyway? Do you have to ask somebody, or do you like just show up and start dancing?"
Who would you even ask? It's a public street.
The mayor? Yes, exactly.
Hey, Miss Mare, can I pull a rabbit out of my hat? Please, Flopsy is well behaved, I promise.
Derek chuckled, his eyes searching up and down the scene. Maybe there's a boss at this shopping street. No one does any of this around my neighborhood. It's just regular.
If you
stores
defeat
behind
him, you
walls.
become the boss of the shopping street.
Exactly. He's like a gangster.
It's different if someone wants a real store. But here, I'm pretty sure people are just putting on their little shows whenever they want to do and whatever.
That's so neat. Will we be allowed to do something too? Cove laughed and Derek almost began vibrating with excitement. Elizabeth rolled her eyes.
What would we do?
Well, I don't know what. Not yet. I mean, I just found out the possibility, you know? Now, there's so much to decide on. But there's gotta be something. We know cool stuff. I'm sure we could think about it. We could plan a show that'd really get a crowd pumped. And we could get money.
Cove and DJ distract the tourists with their stunning good luck. Derek pickpockets them.
Great idea, and I want to be a part of it. I'm in. Son of a bitch, I'm in.
I knew I could count on you. Now we just need the act. It'll come to us.
Did I accidentally play a YouTube video?
Hmm?
Did you guys hear that?
No.
Hear what?
Okay. Oh, it was okay. So I'm using my Apple wired headset, and you can press play, and it'll like play and pause. But it was like the last video you played, and so I accidentally pressed play, and then I just had Fubuki rapping about glasses in my head for a second. But anyway, right.
For some amusement, The gang continued to peruse the stalls. Elizabeth found some earrings with a dangling, badly misprinted globe that everyone laughed at. Poe picked out a blob's Iceland, but Derek thought that it had to be Greenland.
It's probably Iceland if it's... No, it's probably Greenland if it's big enough to be on the globe. And if it's misprinted.
You know this is a world with what looks like 9 continents. I think you're both wrong. No, it's Australia.
Here they re-giggled at your interjection. Suddenly, Ko froze. You stared at him and then tried to see what caught his attention. When you saw a familiar face down the way, it almost...
Oh god, it's a little shit stain, isn't
I
it?
have needed to pee for like 20 minutes and was waiting for a good
Okay.
stopping point, and it's
Go
not
pee.
going. So I'm just gonna put this on auto so you can deal with Jeremy without me.
Oh.
Sherry, am I right?
Seriously, just Derek frowned and Cove sighed. Neither of them were happy to see him again. Let's... Oh, wait, we can't make an option because he's God!
Gabe, help!
Well, I guess I'll just make up my mind. What do you think? To be glare at you?
I don't know this Jeremy fucker.
Jeremy's an asshole. He's our age. All he does is complain about how his parents took him here for the summer, and he hates his parents. They're stupid, and we're dumb. He made fun of Cove's hair, and so we hate him. He's got a bowl
To be
cut,
fair,
but he made fun of Cove's
Cove
hair.
has fucking stupid hair.
You take that back, you awful monster. Cove has great hair. Wait till you see Jeremy's hair. He's in no position to be laughing at other people's hair.
I'm in no position to be laughing at people's hair, yet I'll still do it.
No. I like Cove's hair. We also kind of chose it in a way. Like, there were some variations we could choose from, but they all looked very similar. So,
I'm guessing they were all green.
yes, they were all
Yeah.
green. They were just all different kind of styles.
So what,
Right.
does he borrow his hair dye from his mum?
No, he was born with it. It's Maybelline. Let's glare at Jeremy when Gabe gets back, because he's awful.
Let's glare at Gabe when he gets back, believing us to just stare at this menu.
Yeah, we can do that too.
We've been shiny hunting this entire time we've been playing. Still no luck.
You'll find them. I have faith. You always find them.
What are we choosing here?
Glare.
We're glaring at Jeremy.
Alright. Doing that and leaving it on auto because I want to fill my water also. Right back again.
Narrowed her eyes and projected her dislike. Elizabeth raised an eyebrow. Her gaze swept over Jeremy without a hint of a clue. Jeremy simply scoffed to himself and waded deeper into the crowd of people. Eric relaxed and exhaled loudly. I'm glad he's not going to start anything off. Victor and Elizabeth with a tiny smirk. See? That was the mean kid. Huh? She still didn't get it. That first summer day, he hadn't made nearly much of an impression on her as it did for Derek, but he smiled and waved it off. Just forget about it. I already have. He laughed, and Cove smiled lightly. He seemed in a much better mood now that Jeremy was gone. Your eyes wandered over to where Jeremy disappeared. You hadn't forgotten the day you met him either. He was only going to be in town for a vacation with the parents he hated. That glimpse was probably the last time you would ever see him. Except, we know how novels work. We're probably going to run into him again.
Yeah, haircut is going to be a recurring thing.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing again?
First one.
Okay.
Jeremy's probably gone for good now. It's time for him to go back to wherever he's from.
Whoa!
Go
Now
back
that's
to your
fucking
own
racist.
Country, Ginger. We don't want you here. Yeah, guess we won't have to worry about that guy anymore. Screw it. Oh wait, sorry. Derek kicked a little rock in the road. Imagine he was Jeremy. I'm gonna have to let me do it a little quick. Oh, there it is. Derek kicked a little walk on the road, he clattered forward and then rolled under a stall. But I still think it's kind of sad Jeremy turned out to be a dick. Would have been nice to make another friend. Cove shook his head. He was clearly not broken up over what might have been.
Why does this game give us the option to be like, I want to see him again?
I bet there's an option to romance Jeremy instead of Cove.
I know there
Hidden
probably
ending.
is, but I hate it.
Not in this version. If it's a DLC, maybe.
True, DLC only.
A redemption arc, maybe.
I know, I'm thinking like maybe he'll become nicer in the future.
He gets that
Turns out
glow.
he's visiting with, I don't know, a step-parent that the parent got with after one of them died or something.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
whole sub-story to try and make you feel sympathy for him.
Or he could just be a
You
little
know how it
shitty
goes.
kid.
Or he could just be a little shit.
Speaking of Fairly Odd Parents earlier, Jeremy would be like this scene.
Oh my god. I hope it's Croc, Mr. Crocker.
can see.
Oh no.
I can fight!
Oh, this was the right reference.
Fucking classic.
Jeremy comes back.
I
next
can
year,
see.
just
I can.
looks like
God.
a kid too. His little bowl cut. Did he have orange hair? Or am I misremembering now?
I didn't think he had orange hair, but
I remember
maybe
him being
I-
ginger, but I don't know.
I thought he had black hair, but I could be wrong. That's why I thought you were going to reference Mr. Crocker, because he's weird looking.
Good riddance, I guess is probably what we're doing.
Oh no, I was going to say maybe he'll become nicer in the future. We had the sob story idea.
Elizabeth rolled her eyes at the strange farewell to the odd boy, not interested in the slightest. She clearly didn't understand his impact, and at this point she didn't want to understand. Oh, there goes my theory about Jeremy becoming a Elizabeth simp. She couldn't help but wonder, though. What would have happened if you interacted with Jeremy more? Jeremy was unlike you'd ever met before. You never met someone that was such a dick.
You should go back and replay this game and interact with Jeremy more.
But then you'd have to do other, I guess, the side stories if he's in them.
Maybe?
Yeah, probably.
He's kind of pitiful. Why is he kind of okay? He's done nothing to make us think he's kind of okay.
You think you have moved on from the stall and from
Maybe he would have if we'd played through the other things.
Oh!
It didn't take. It didn't take long for everyone to return to the joking. You all enjoyed what little time you had left. As Elizabeth mentioned, the hour was almost up. The little trip had flown by, and lunch must have been waiting for you now. Derek bounced on the horse to his feet. Come on, guys, let's get going so we can eat. I'm starving.
I can't wait.
Cove stretched out his arms lazily.
What's wrong with it?
He looked at him surprisingly.
Freezingly. Do it. Do the thing.
Carry me.
Is this what 13 Diva who just recently got a boyfriend that isn't a boyfriend would do? So bold.
Cove? Yeah? Carry me. What? Could you carry me back home?
What?
Cove turned red, obviously flustered.
Piggyback. I want a piggyback ride. You're the only one big enough to give me one.
Cove sighed and shook his head. Elizabeth and Derek became a close encounter.
Oh, girl, that'll be fun for me.
All right.
Cove stepped over to him. He looked like he couldn't believe what he was doing. Your lips quirked into a large smile.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Karen crouched out in front of you, slipped her behind her.
And then he just falls over and we fall over on top of each other.
He slipped his arms on your legs and did his best to lift you. It was wobbly, but he managed to stand all the way. Elizabeth watched with a smirk on her face, while Derek laughed even harder. It was fair to say that your antics were entertaining. You were glad Cove went with you. Cove carried you home, but he seemed
Oh my god, he really did it.
He struggled with how much to grip around you, and whether or not he should try to reposition things. Along with all that, he seemed to feel some pride to be carrying you. It was a pleasant walk home, and in no time you were here. Derek got the front door and helped open for everyone as each moseyed inside. The three parents stood in the kitchen and looked up and waved.
Welcome back, everyone.
There's that murderous smile.
You made it just in time. The butchering of Mom's next victim has been completed.
I hope you're hungry. They had extra fat on them.
When Cove had brought you inside, the parents could help but notice the odd conveyance. Your moms were unsure. Mr. Hogan raised an eyebrow.
Did you pull something, DJ? I'm okay. I just wanted to piggyback. Aw, Cove, you've gotten so strong.
What a guy. I wonder if
Are you trying to sell me your son again?
I was raised in that way because it sure wasn't me. Cove rolled his eyes at the commentary and started walking to your couch. He bent down and let you help yourself.
Thanks for the lift.
Cove exhaled loudly and shook out his arms. He just seemed relieved that he made it.
So, did everyone have a nice time out?
She gestured for people to take a seat at the table. Plates and silverware had already been placed out. You took your normal seat. Elizabeth sat across from you, and Derek took the seat to your left. Cove sat on your right. But he blushed a little and began fidgeting with his silverware. His dad wasn't the first to pick up on his extra awkwardness, but your moms weren't far behind. The parents shared looks at Cove's reaction. It seemed that he was struggling in how to act normal around his dad or your parents, or both, after what had happened between the two of you upstairs. Oh yeah, we had a great time.
It was fine.
This sounds like you.
Bank heist went out without a hitch. Yeah.
Your joke got some chuckles going around the table. Hey, that's good in my book. Robbing a bank would be nice. Some monetary relief. Casually, Mr. Holden sent the empty seat across from Cove. He smiled at you and all the other kids. Mom sat down on a platter full of water glasses on the table. She looked down at the gathering.
It's a good thing we have 8 chairs. I can't remember the last time we've had a group this big over for a meal. Can you pass the drinks down to the other side? Make sure you all get one.
Sure. Those close to the cups obliged started offering waters around. As you passed Cove his drink, your hands touched. Cove froze. You had already let go, not yet realizing he was too distracted to function in that moment. The classic shattered glass. The glass fell down to the table, landing with a sharp clatter of glass and wood. Cove stood back his chair with a restrained shout.
Right, I'll get a towel or something.
He looked around in frantic panic, as if an object to soak up the water would magically appear if he turned his head fast enough. His dad bit his lip in worry, rising from his own seat. Cove, what's going on? You've been a little out of it lately. It's like you're acting more like me than yourself.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually feel bad for Cove in this moment. All of the adults just being like, yeah, what's wrong? What the fuck? Like, he just spilled a cup.
To explain yourself, Cove.
Yeah, like...
Did something happen?
Cove tensed, frozen again. He stared at the water on the table as if he wanted to sink into it.
Do we just blurt it out? Cover him up. Cover for him. Oh, this is not what I thought we would be saying.
If something did happen, you should wait for Cove to want to talk about it. Trying to make him say things in front of everybody wouldn't be good.
Oh, right, I'm the narrator. Mr. Holden nodded slowly. He still seemed worried, but after another look at Cove, he smiled sympathetically. Well said, DJ. You're probably a better parent than me. But I'm here when you're ready, son.
Please don't say that. Of course.
Cove breathed a sigh of relief and shot you an apologetic look. You shot him a covert thumbs up. As everything got set up, Ma tried Elizabeth to take her elbows off the table.
Oh, God, it's my uncle. And you shouldn't slouch.
She pointed to Mr. Holden, who was leaning forward with both arms on the table. Oops. Mr. Holden seems unsure about all the sudden attention, and carefully rearranged his posture for something more suitable for a fancy dinner. He smiled sheepishly at Ma. Elizabeth rolled her eyes, and Ma gave a level look at her.
You shouldn't be impolite to a guest in the house either.
Elizabeth groaned long and long suffering. Ma giggled, and Mr. Holden chuckled.
A lot of you could learn a thing or two from Derek. He has the best manners here.
Derek blushed, but it was true. His posture was upright and formal. He even held his fork gracefully. His table manners on top of all of his attempts to aid your parents made him the model of meal attending behavior. Oh, it's nothing.
Derek about to grow up to be a motherfucker.
You got them bad eyes at your mom.
Yep. That's true though. You have been a lovely guest.
I can make a lovely permanent guest as well. Yeah, I noticed that too. It's always nice when you stay over, Derek. Probably a nice change of pace for them to have a guy who's put together around here instead of me and my son. We can both be disastrous. Haha. Derek smiled and sat a little taller in his chair.
And do you have anything good to say about our other guest?
He looked deliberately at Cove with a teasing smirk.
Or is there just nothing to say?
Well, Cove is my number one, but he does still clean his hands by wiping them on his pants. Cove frowned a bit and absentmindedly brushed his hands on his pant legs. Your mom laughed unlikely.
Elizabeth, you should know, after all these years, Cove is hardly a guest anymore.
Cove smiled
I mean, Derek, basically an adult. He's got all that swag. Next time, Derek really is going to stay inside to cook. He's practically a mini adult.
Did you ever see Weathering with You?
Yes.
He's like the fucking Nagi, or not? Yeah, he's Nagi, like the fucking what's her name's younger brother. I'm blanking on it. The younger
Do not
brother.
remember that film.
He was the kid that had like the multiple girlfriends going on, but he was also like in
Oh my God.
first grade. Let me see. Nagi, Weathering with You.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember that plot point, honestly.
I remember it vaguely.
that it was wild that he was such a heartbreaker.
Yeah, the main guy showed up in Tokyo, and he saw like this young kid with like girlfriends like swapping out on the bus. He's like, wow, the city's something else. Anyway, this is not a worthwhile reference to pursue because nobody remembers. So that's fine. That's fine.
No, I remember.
I'm just being Mr. Holden. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, your mom's definitely gonna fuck Derek also.
Stop. If he's joining us grown-ups. Oh wait, if he's joining us grown-ups, then you're going to have to treat him like one.
It's your. I thought you were saying we're gonna have to treat him like one. I was like,
Oh, then you're gotcha. Okay. So, Mr. Suarez, how go your taxes?
Derek shook his head and chuckled. Everyone ate their meal together and continued to hang out for the afternoon. After the food, you and the others played a couple games and talked about plans for the upcoming year. The time passed by quickly, and soon it was time to part ways. Mr. Holden talked to your moms, and Cove drifted over to you, knowing that as soon as his dad finished up, he would be leaving.
It'd be difficult to stay, but we have some stuff to do before everything closes today.
Yeah, bye. Could you move? I need the phone.
Cove raised an eyebrow, and Elizabeth impatiently gestured behind him. Cove realized he was standing in front of where the receiver was placed. He sidestepped out of the way and shook his head, clearly thinking Elizabeth was rushing to him. Your sister made a beeline for the phone and started dialing the number of what she figured was one of her friends. Knowing Elizabeth, she was going to be on there for a while. You, Cove, and Derek shuffled close to the door. It seemed like Mr. Holden was wrapping up his conversation, so everyone started saying their various farewells. See you later, Cove. We gotta do this again sometime.
See you.
Cove turned to you and smiled slightly.
Hi, DJ.
We're gonna hug Cove. We're gonna make that leap.
You stepped forward and spread your arms wide. Cove only had a moment to react before you encircled him in your arms. Cove hugged you back and broke the hug after a few seconds. He nodded at you and laughed. His cheeks were slightly red, especially when he looked over and noticed that Derek had watched the whole thing. Derek smiled amusedly. Seriously, dude, we'll have to hang out later. I miss you during school. And your awkwardness. You offered Cove a high five, and the two boys clapped their hands together. Okay.
He was probably like, am I supposed to do that with you? You know what? High five.
Cove and his dad left soon after that. Your parents started cleaning up the house, and Elizabeth was still chatting to her friends on the phone. It was just you and Derek left. He elected to stay outside in front of the house to wait for his dad to pick him up. You decided to keep your guest company, although he was originally Cove's visitor. A light summer breeze blew through your hair, and Derek shifted his weight from foot to foot. Thanks for waiting with me. He kicked at the ground distractedly. Dad's still gonna be a while, so you wanna go for a walk?
Sure, I don't mind.
Two of you walked down the street again, just wandering without a destination plan. It was a quiet stroll, too quiet for Derek being the company. You turned to him when you noticed that he wasn't saying a word. That was unusual. Derek always had something to chat about. I'm not sure if you should ask about it. Somehow you ended up at the old park near the beach. You glanced over at Derek once more, still expecting him to say something any second now. However, nothing came from him. In fact, you noticed he was frowning. Derek smiled when he realized you were watching. At least his mouth was turned up. There wasn't anything that really felt happy in his expression. He turned away and the smile fell off his face. His eyes started tapping at the ground. He raised an eyebrow.
If you want to talk about something out here, kind of worried.
I'm a little sad. It's just school starting back up again. It's harder to visit. We have homework, clubs, practices, and everything else. It really sucks we go to different schools. Is this what growing up is like? His face screwed up and his fists were rolled tight, closed tightly together. This is really concerning him. What if we don't have time? You don't.
you shared those worries. I was thinking about that too.
We've hung out so much. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what the narrator was saying. We've hung out so much this summer. It's gonna be really different not seeing you around as much.
Derek looked up at the sky. It was orange and purple with little wisps of clouds scattered around. A plane flew high with the jet stream trailing behind it. He reached up his hand, blocking the sun a little bit, grabbing it with his fingers. Very anime pro tag. Then he turned to the ground again. Derek's face was tilted far enough down that it was hard to read his expression. Hey, DJ, I actually wanted to talk with you about something, if you don't mind. There was a pause, and he waited for him to finish his thought. I was just kind of wondering.
No, wait, what?
I'm just kind of wondering, do you like guys at all? Like, would you ever want to be with someone who's a boy? Maybe if that's weird to ask, considering you hang out with me and Cove all the time. You are boys. But...
Did he?
What? This feels
Yeah.
really disjointed.
It had a crush on you.
I guess?
Surprise, it wasn't Elizabeth that he was nervous around.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I could be with a guy.
It's just weird that he's like... Okay, then... He hesitated before finishing his question. I guess so. What I mean is... just, is there any guy that you think is kind of cool? That you like? Around here? Not at school or anything like that.
Okay, see, I thought for a second that was exactly like in the beginning when he was all quiet. I thought like, oh god, he's not about to confess to us, right? Then he was like, oh no, he's just concerned about school. Like, no, he's actually okay.
He ducked his head further. You already knew the answer. You had confronted that very topic this afternoon.
Oh, boy, do we crush his little heart here and now?
I mean, I'm
It's
of the
kind of
mindset.
them not doing it.
Yeah, so I'm the mindset of
You're
getting
right.
that band-aid off earlier.
Yeah, you're right.
The question
Well.
is, were you
Or go for the
smart
reverse horror ending.
enough- Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Or reverse horror ending. Your choice.
Were you smart enough to know that he was trying to confess to you right now? Or... I guess it doesn't really matter. Because I guess it's just a matter of, like, when you say break his heart, do you think, like, would you in this situation be like, oh, he's confessing to me? Or would you just be like, oh, he wants to know who my crush is?
Okay. Well, I mean, either way, since the only other option is I don't really want to say that, then yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be like, well, I go.
Derek chuckled and didn't look at all surprised. After all,
Oh.
you don't own the DLC for this route. Yeah, I thought so. That's cool.
The route through this where you say to Derek, I like Jeremy. I just want to leave that hanging there.
What?
I really hope things work out. Thanks for answering my random questions. He shot you a thumbs up.
What if he was just trying to be? Oh, okay, so I'm realizing now. I think he was just trying to be Cope's wingman in a way, and like was being awkward about it,
Yeah,
just like trying to figure out. if, like,
possible.
wait, do you like Cove?
It's kind of hard to tell.
Wait. He did that look like when we hugged Cove. I think maybe that was part of it. He was just like, well, that's interesting.
Anyway, even though you just shot me down, I hope we'll always be friends, no matter what. Even if we still don't see each other for a long time, or if we get really busy, I still hope, it's... People still stay friends after school, don't they? He cut himself off and met your eyes. There was something serious to him. Sincerely worried that you all fall out of friendship. I'm still friends with all the people I'd said I'd stay friends with forever.
We're always going to be friends.
I don't know what's coming.
I don't know what's coming. Winter is coming.
I don't know what's coming. I don't know how this coming school year will change me. Derek smiled, mostly to himself. He seemed a little more like the usual. Then, for sure, we have to make the most of the next year. and the year after that, and the year after that. Otherwise, next thing you know, we'll be in our 20s and we won't have done anything. We rambled on for a while about things. We'll just make the most every year and never have any years filled with regret that haunts you for the rest of your life, realizing that you can't go back and change anything and you're gonna be the same way forever and you're screwed up.
Derek, are you okay? Right.
You smiled and you felt like your friendship was still strong. You didn't see much longer at the park after that. Derek didn't want to miss his dad, so you both made your way back to your street. After Derek went back home, you decided to settle in for the night, stretching your arms over your head. The house to the living room and phone free.
Call Lee, I guess, because she's our cousin and we gotta tell her that we told our crush how we feel.
You picked up the receiver and quickly punched in the familiar number while going to take a seat on the couch. Soon enough, after explaining the situation to the housekeeper, Lee answered. Alright, Joseph, go for it.
No. Not this one.
I don't remember.
Wow. Instant refusal. I might have, so I'll voice her. Hey! Hi, Lee. Can you talk? Definitely. We practically have to. My gosh, can you believe it's almost time for school to start? What happened to our summer?
It's almost like someone skipped over all of the things that were going to happen in it.
Alright.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it did say that, like, I almost wonder if we just coincidentally did that. Because I think that the tutorial does actually say that they don't affect the story. Like, that they're completely optional. So...
I'm sure you'd still be able to get with Cove otherwise, but...
No, you could, I'm just saying with, like, the anklet thing. Like, I just wonder if we coincidentally chose that one. That would have come into play anyway. Because the story, the tutorial says that, like, these moments are entirely optional and have no effect on, like, the main plot and stuff, so... I could be...
Maybe.
I'm just curious.
School starts first thing tomorrow for me. Ew, and I thought starting next week was bad enough. Enjoy your last week. It may be the last week you ever have. Okay, I will. I hope you'll survive your first day. I think it'll be okay. School isn't too bad. Well, that's true. Maybe it'll end up being a really good year. And at least summer was nice while it lasted, right? We were busy. Yeah.
Fondly, you thought about all the best memories you made this summer. He was there for so long. There were so many you hadn't felt dream on yet.
Reminisced about a moment of our summer. We only have one option, so that answers that question.
Yeah, so it does. Effect, quote unquote. I think it just basically just gives you more.
Change the
chances for
dialogue options.
Yeah, exactly.
I went on a vacation. Cove's parents ended up inviting my whole family on an RV road trip. Whoa, that's awesome! It was a 3-day trip and we visited the Redwood National Forest. Lucky. Cove was flirting with me on the trip.
He was telling me I was a sit for ankles.
Cove's a what? He tried to flirt. I was surprised too. I'm so happy for you. You have to keep me updated on what happens next. Well, what happens next is I told him how I feel.
It was hard to focus on what you were saying. Your face was probably red right now just thinking about what happened.
What was your big highlight of the summer, Lee? Well, talking to you is always the best part of my summer. Oh.
There was a phone call. You just knew that Lee was winking at you. But she did that to all the girls.
Now you're. Oh God, now you're flirting with me. Is it the anklet?
Anyway, you definitely say this one.
Come on, tell me. What? You don't believe me? Oui. Alright, okay. So, a high point for me was when I took that trip with my parents to Europe. That was amazing. Alright, so we go to California and you go to Europe?
Continue to go over your adventure. I think we are already in California.
Oh my god. So we go to another city and you go to Europe.
That would be in America. It takes you 3 days to drive through one state. You and Lee continue to go over your adventures until you're both yawning to each other on the phone.
I mean, we gotta. The first one.
There's a pause of
She's the first person you're telling.
Yes.
knowing your cousin, you decided
Fair
to
enough.
hear me. As expected, a screech loud enough for you to still make out clearly from the distance crackled through the speaker. When you felt it was safe, you put the phone back against your head. Lee was still gushing to herself, though a little less loudly.
Why didn't you say so sooner? He had to have liked you back, right? Right? You two are the most perfectly perfect pair ever. Tell me, please.
You used the precious little time you had left to try to figure it as best as you were capable. But soon the approach of the curfew became too much for you, despite how excited you both were. And after that, you sometimes said goodbye for now. You did have school to wake up for the next morning.
Bye, Lee. Night, DJ. Talk to you later.
Looking at the clock on the wall, you saw it was only about 10 minutes until your moms would be insisting you had to go to bed so you could be rested for school. You stretched out your legs on the couch and sighed in defeat, watching the minute hand change 1 minute closer to bedtime. You rearranged yourself, feeling restless, and looked out the window. Startled initially, you spotted a figure out in the hills. It was Cove. In the hills of your house, or?
No, just in the hills of the outside, I think.
That's what I mean, like there are hills in your backyard.
Oh.
Because it's like, I think he's into your house again, like he did last time. Because this is exactly something Cope would do.
Bring a hill inside the house, apparently.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe I'm misinterpreting the location, but point is,
Do we?
I guess.
I mean,
okay, so maybe he's not here for us. Because if we smack the window to get his attention or call out to him, like.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
smack
he just
the window.
fancied a late night walk.
Because if you leave him alone. Okay, so yeah, I guess he's not necessarily there for us, because he just goes and does whatever. So which one did you want to do?
Smack the window to his attention. Like, now I want to know what he's up to.
Grinning, you sneakily crept over to the window. When you were right in front of the glass, you slapped both your hands hard against it. Ko's body visibly jumped where he stood, and his head whipped around, trying to find the source of the noise. When you noticed the clattering in the window behind him, a window from your house, you tried to shake his head in disapproval. And even from that distance, you knew he was smiling. Amused with your own antics, you waved at Cove.
Went outside to talk to him. I know, I'm trying to figure out, do we run or do we just walk?
Do you go outside your house or do you go over to where he is, like 100 meters away or whatever?
Strolling casually, you went over to the front door. When you arrived, you noticed how many fireflies were out that night. They drifted along lazily, barely minding your presence as you waded through to reach the top of the hill. Cove turned towards you as you approached, and you noticed right away that Cove was still a little sour about the scare.
Hi!
You grinned in response to Cove's look, and he shook his head in defeat. Sighing dramatically, he seemed to finally let it go.
You know, it's really funny that you can be scared with a voice that sounds like it's coming straight from a demon. But what are you
saying about my voice?
Nothing. What are you doing out here?
Nothing.
Seeming unhappy with his own answer, you stared at him, waiting for him to continue.
Well, I guess I was feeling kind of weird about stuff. So I'm getting some fresh air before bed.
I know how you feel. We just went, well, I feel great. Like, it's hard to stay still. Tomorrow's gonna be the start of a new year.
At the mention of school, a small noise escaped him. Cove let himself fall back onto his butt, and then all the way down so he was laying on his back. He looked up at the sky.
We're gonna lay sat on his chest. No, we're gonna lay down too, I guess.
You lowered yourself to lay back on the hill. You had been lost in thought, or was possibly waiting for you to situate yourself, but he started speaking unprompted again.
I'm sorry for being kind of awkward when my mom was leaving.
Surprised, you stared at her alone. You weren't expecting that.
I just wanted you to know that I talked to my dad about how I felt and things. It's okay now.
You were genuinely glad to hear that. It brought a small smile to your face. Your thoughts quickly wandered back to the first day you met Mr. Holder. Did his dad confess about that? From the way Cove talked, you guess he hadn't. So there was more Cove and his dad should talk about, but it was relieved to know they made a start. That was not a good time to bring up what you were thinking, though. You couldn't wait longer to say it. It was almost unbelievable how much of an impact he made on your life just by moving next door.
What are they meant to talk about?
So
You can say it.
his dad basically. So the day that they moved in across the street, I believe, his dad approached us like when we were like 8. Was like, "Hey, if you ever see my son around, could you like be his friend, please? Here's $20." Like, so he tried to pay us to play with his son, and we didn't take the money. And so he was like, "Yeah,
I'm very much going to play with his stuff."
oh my god."
You can't even imagine what the days might have looked like in a world where you hadn't met him. But you could see them if you buy $4.99 for other things. Cove glanced back at you, waiting for a response. You had no idea what to say. Cove continued staring at you, unblinkingly.
What?
It's you.
What?
He snickered before answering. He looked thoroughly amused with your reaction.
That's what you do all the time. So I'm being you.
Oh,
Gotcha.
that's smooth. I mean, do we go, "So you," or just be embarrassed about it? I don't know.
It's you.
"So do you, Cove." Yes, always.
Cove couldn't help but grin at that. Honestly, there weren't many people you could think of who could tease you about something like that. Returning his smile, you realized there was no denying that the two of you had been knowing each other for a long time. Cove broke the quiet before it could finally settle.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, see you then.
With a final wave, Cove headed for home. But you stayed there a few minutes longer. Your mind kept going back to a simple statement. See you tomorrow. No matter how much was changing around you, there were some things in your life that always seemed to remain true. The hills felt warm to you that night. Before you knew it, you were getting comfortable under the covers in your room. Your mind couldn't help but still be buzzing with thoughts about the future. It was hard not to think about Cove. There hadn't been enough time to really figure it all out after what happened between you. You felt
Nervous?
every bit of your gut felt like it was being turned into a pretzel. A new chapter of your life was about to begin.
A literal new chapter.
Your eyes grew heavy as you drifted off to sleep, your mind spinning with wishful thoughts. No matter what happened next, you could only hope that you would make the most of it. You ensnared in a dream where a noise from the outside world jostled you.
Oh, I thought I was about to end. What just happened? You just tried to get hit. I snapped open, I guess.
The light clatter continued. Now that you were more alert, you could distinguish it as a tapping sound.
Is it a riddle again?
Slow but persistent. Each beat was like being poked you couldn't ignore. You lifted your head from the pillow and looked for the source. Not much needed, it was fast. From the window, you knew exactly the source. Yeah. Oh. Different outfit. He was wearing
And a CG.
a shy smile. I'm actually a secret agent. You stared back.
Superhero landing.
So, technically, we won't be at school for a few more hours.
Voice was delicate.
Classes haven't actually started yet, so do you want to hit the beach with me one more time this summer? I finally got rid of that frog that was in my throat for like the entire vacation.
So this
Decisive.
Is the next okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Decisive nod.
Cove chuckled conspiratorially and returned the nod. You rushed to get changed into something suitable while Cove climbed back down to ground level. Your limbs still half asleep, struggled somewhat as you attempted to coordinate them into a swimsuit, but you got there in the end. Soon you were tiptoeing out of your front door, clutching a towel. Cove was already there to greet you. Your eyes met. Cove's gaze darted to your destination and back to you. You checked the door was closed, gave a thumbs up, left into action. Wordlessly, you began to run over the familiar path ahead, Cove beside you. The thrill of your instant outing made you want to laugh. Not that you dared. If anyone would have gone out that window and saw you, then your summer would be back in your room. One glance at Cove told you he was exactly the same, holding back sleepiness from fear of being heard and caught. The towel streamed out from under your arm like a cape. You were running so fast downhill, simply keeping your balance and not moving down was a real threat. It just wasn't enough. This wasn't enough of one to make you...
It just wasn't enough of one thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a threat,
And nothing but threats.
Yeah. Students make you slay this. For every step you took, the beach was a little closer, and the day a little brighter. What lay ahead for you would arrive, and you were happy to meet it. Jeez, that went way longer than I was expecting it to. So this in-between part, Joseph, is where I thought it would start, and it would give you context for stuff. And I was very clearly wrong. So, yeah. Because now it's going to be the next phase. You want to change your face that we still haven't seen about?
Yeah, I guess.
Change your eye colour since he said he liked black eyes.
Oh yeah, okay, so we do have that. Well, I did start wearing contacts, so maybe no glasses?
Just kidding, we all know. Black don't crack or get acne. As they say.
True. Black meat don't acne.
I didn't get bad acne. I had some like bumps and stuff from like oily skin and shit, but
Ring. Do we dare? It's like these are the new things. Ring.
Oh.
Scarf. Oh. Okay. You converted. Oh, it is literally just okay. I guess maybe is that a coming of age thing in Muslim? Like, do you not wear that until you? No, I'm pretty sure I've seen younger girls wear that.
good question. I don't know.
I don't know where things are going now. It'd be like the conservation thing. Or nail length. Nail color. Not that you can see this. Or nose ring. And you do have that nose ring IRL, so let's give you this one here.
I don't have a nose ring IRL. I have considered getting one though. I will say that.
I feel like you have not done like nail extensions or painting, but I also haven't seen
I have not. So even though I did buy some, I should, do them. I guess I'm just too lazy. No, I think I didn't really change much. So. Oh, feelings for Cove. Alright, what is this considered now? At teenaged? We went from adolescence to teenage?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be like 18.
Oh, 18? Jesus, okay.
We were like 13. We were 8,
right.
And then 5 years and we're 13. So I think another 5 years and we'll be 18.
Right, okay. Boy, oh boy. Well, do we say the L word?
I mean, I think if nothing else,
We take it up now.
we could be like direct. Like I would think that by this point, if we are gonna skip 5 years and we decided that we liked him,
Yeah,
I'm assuming the game's
direct.
gonna be like you guys were together for 5 years. So I don't necessarily know about the love thing. That might wait until actual adults, but I don't know. This is you we're talking about. You fall in love at first sight. So
I don't know. 5 years is a long time to be with someone.
yeah, but
And then 10 years is a long time to know someone. So I'm thinking we can still love him even if like we're not like in love with him,
yeah, that's fair.
So it's
If you wanna go.
direct love or relaxed love. What does the relaxed love look like?
Slightly different eyebrows.
Oh. Wow. What happened to the lips?
Your mouth opens, I think, like you're happy.
Oh. Oh. I thought they were trying to like. Okay. Yeah, direct love, sure.
Yep.
Or yeah.
D colon. Oh, no, colon D in this case, sorry.
You can step through.
Ah, it does that. Sure.
How do we get to see it? Whoa. We going
This
with
is
that
a
short
chain.
hair. Or nice. What are we feeling? We feeling the character development with short hair? Or keeping that long, flowing locks. Also, wait. I think I found the okay. Hold on.
Where's my balding representation?
This is anime.
Yeah,
We're not allowed to have balding characters.
do you think he wears contacts now that you wear contacts?
I mean, no. Would he have earrings? Does he give off that vibe of a guy who would get
I
earrings?
mean, you're the California people, so I feel like you might.
True. The problem is, I am partial to the long hair, but I'm not sure if I like this style of long hair.
I also think the color doesn't really help. Maybe that's just me. I mean, we can
Yeah, I
start-
think so.
It's that typical time skip thing. What shirt are we going for? The V-neck, the denim? It almost looks denim, I'm not sure, but flannel thing.
Definitely not that one.
The tank. So the
Tempting.
The
I like this, the anchor.
this one.
Yeah.
Are we going jeans, cargo
Good.
pants, or swim trunks?
I mean, he's a surfer boy. I feel like swim trunks, probably.
The white or the yellow?
I think the white complements the shirt.
We still having him wear it's like a necklace thing right around his wrist. We've been giving him the wrist stuff every time. We're keeping him all jeweled up.
Sure. Why not? I mean, maybe not all of them, but it's...
We're gonna give him the anchor necklace too to go with his anchor shirt.
Sure, because he holds us down. There we go.
He's our anchor.
Boom. Exactly. He's our rock.
See what you
Oh.
did there.
These are the
Yo.
pajamas?
Oh, wait, wrong thing. Yeah, so you're saying
His
no,
hair
no,
mysteriously gets longer before going to bed.
Okay, so it's pretty much the same design.
That's a cool shirt.
You want to go with the slightly yellow tinge or the slightly purple tinge? Green versus bluish, purplish. I mean, it's very
Well,
much largely the same.
I get the green, I guess, because of his hair and stuff.
Blue pants or gray pants? For shorts, I don't know.
Blue, I guess.
Oh my.
Oh, swim. Thank God. I thought it was just suddenly like, and what do you feel about his underwear?
Go on pink or blue?
Pink.
Formal. I see, taking us to a
Oh my
ball.
God. Is
Yo.
there is there like a party? Oh, I bet it's like a for 18, maybe a high school graduation?
Or a
and then
bra or
college?
something.
Or yeah, that too.
I feel like should we change his glasses? A little bit sleeker. Glasses for the formal wear.
How does he look without glasses? I'm curious. We could try. Why not? I feel like I want to have at least one without glasses for some variety.
He have his pajamas and his swimsuit without the glasses.
Oh yeah. True that.
I'm not sure. The polygons or no polygons?
No option to give him round glasses. Unbelievable.
I like the shapes.
Polygons. Down with dress up time. What are we going for his personality now?
Oh yeah. Okay. So I think over time he's warmer. And
Want to go full warm or just middle of the road warm? I think last
middle
time
of
we were
the
in
road
middle,
warm.
like dead middle here, so this would still be a change.
Yeah. And then
Does he
I still
focus
don't
on his
think I
studies
know.
more, or does he focus on his sports?
slightly more sporty, I guess, maybe.
Since you're... Oh.
Wait, what?
Since you're romantically interested in Kodar and old enough to start being physically affectionate more seriously, you can choose what initiative level he has throughout step 3. How often does he want to touch your butt?
Roll for initiative curve.
Making sure the player experiences what they want is important in life. Putting your choice first can potentially make a relationship feel one-sided. Add some flexibility in how it works out. Low initiative means that Cope will occasionally ask to touch the butt, and in those situations there will always be an opportunity to say yes or no. For example, he simply won't lean over and touch your butt as greeting or an emotional moment. Every piece of physical interaction will either be initiated or approved by the player before it happens. Middle initiative means there will be those certain times when Cope requests to touch the MC, many chances to initiate affection on your own, and also Cope will be pretty regularly giving affection automatically. One example would be giving the MC a kiss because he's happy or emotional or just wants to touch the butt. And in other situations, you can choose not to make the first move in order to give Cove the space to be the one to act afterwards. Overall, Cove can touch your butt, but the player's agency will still take priority. High initiative includes everything Middle does, but it also means the player agency will be reduced to a degree in favor of having Cove give physical affection even more frequently and with less prompting. he horny AF. It's not all the major affection-giving situations led by a choice menu for you to decide on. Some will instead be replaced by Cove acting automatically. This level is only recommended if you're very comfortable with getting your butt touched, and would simply prefer to see it happen rather than always holding the reins on it. However, this level is mostly relevant if Cove ends up as your official boyfriend at some point. Situations where high-level initiative makes a difference tend to come up in scenes that are exclusive to being in a relationship. The parts that are included also include middle initiative will either be seen if they're dating or not, which I think we are at this point.
Yeah.
Once you pick your level, it can be changed later, so keep your full playthrough in mind when deciding. We hope you enjoy getting your butt touched. What are we doing?
Alright, so at first,
Moderate or horny?
first I was gonna say middle, but then the high initiative said something like,
If you
like
just want him to do it and not be asked.
yeah, without having to keep having to click yes or no or something. But then middle, I feel like, because high includes everything that middle does, so that means there will be some like prompting, but I'm guessing maybe just not everything, like low initiative. So middle's safe to me. I don't know if you have
I mean,
other
this
thoughts
is
and
also
stuff.
your relationship, Eva.
Okay, but you do the
want-
clicking. So I'm like, do you have to keep clicking?
Yeah, but so, do you get your butt touched often by your boyfriend, Eva, or not? Say it.
Alright, never
Say
had
it.
one. So yeah, you want me to say it? Never had one. There. Low initiative. I roll low initiative in life.
Well, I was going to say, since you have lower initiative, surely the boyfriend needs to have higher initiative.
I mean, also for consistency,
Not necessarily.
Cove has been, even after like the 5 years or whatever, he's been mellow-ish. So it might be odd for that to change. But anyway, do you want to keep going? In the new,
What
in
time
the
is
new
it?
life?
You know, we should pick up later.
Yeah, it's 7 minutes to 5 in the morning. I should probably go to sleep.
Fair enough.
God.
Yeah, I definitely thought we would reach this point much earlier. So that's fair. We can go here. This is a good.
Yeah.
Point.